Hey, how you doing there?
Hey.
What's going on?
How much?
Nice to see you.
Headsets would be nice, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just talking to you. I can't hear you.
He's like, oh, yeah, we are on. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I was reading about Paul McCartney and his weed.
Oh, I know. I saw
Very
that, too.
Used to be Paul McCartney and Wings.
Now he's Paul McCartney and weed.
Paul McCartney and weed. Yes. How are you there? You've coming into the reality zone that this city and its football team is going to represent in Super Bowl 4-0?
It's still kind of sinking in. It's still kind of amazing to me.
Now you sound like all the players. All right.
Well, they probably did wake up and go.
Still a dream to me.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's exciting.
Yes.
Very.
Well, I can tell you this.
Electricity in the city.
I can tell you this as fact, and this is quite a big statistic. The NFC Championship game, which was just held a couple of days ago, as you know.
Yes.
The highest-rated TV show or event, TV anything, in the history of Seattle.
Wow.
Seattle has a decent history, right?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't born yesterday, right?
No.
Been around more than a couple weeks?
Yeah.
There's never been a television show that has gotten higher ratings in Seattle than the football game on Sunday. Got a 78 share, Terry.
Whoa.
I think that's what I heard on the news this morning, yes.
Exciting.
I know it's the highest rated show. I think it was a 78 share.
Jeez.
Which means that some people out there were watching other things.
No.
78 share is like as high as it gets.
No, I know.
But it's still remarkable to me.
That people were watching other things?
Somebody out there was watching something else.
Come on.
Boring. I'm turning. This sucks.
Even all the people in Capitol Hill were watching the game. What are you talking about?
Do you think Gaius was watching the Super Bowl?
Well, maybe he's the one.
No
maybe
way he
he's
was watching
one of the exceptions.
I think he was watching it.
No way.
But that means we'd have to talk to him to ask him.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah,
want to
that-
talk
who
to
wants
him?
to-
Yeah, it's the downside of that.
Oh. Oops. Wow. Such a great friend.
I am a great friend, Terry.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just playing that really. Anyhow, we're just getting things underway. Can you give me a moment? to Settle into the chair here.
You're
settle.
You see me
Oh,
settling in?
Oh,
you
you're settling.
did. Boy.
All right, thank you so much.
Settle well.
One of the world's great settlers.
Now try side settle.
Oh, jeez.
That's the
Damn.
trickiest.
Now you sound like my wife. Anyhow, let us take a break. We'll come back and get things started right after these words.
And tickets to Super Bowl 40 are still available tonight if you've got enough money.
Oh.
Tickets that sold tonight on eBay went for between
Yeah, if you have enough money, Terry, everything in the world is available.
Yeah.
I mean, if it comes down to just being able to pay the price, there's nothing off limits.
Yeah, see that Space Needle? Do you like that? We have them in blue and yellow.
Right.
You can get
And if
that.
you're willing to fork over the cash, enough cash, you can have your own Space Needle in the backyard.
Wow, that would be cool.
I mean, let's be honest. If Paul Allen wanted his own Space Needle,
Oh,
or his own tea, or nicer, he could have them.
right.
Just really up to his personal choice on what he chooses to have.
Right.
And tickets to Super Bowl 40 are still available tonight if you've got enough money.
Have you seen the prices on eBay, Terry?
I have.
There's an auction gonna expire in about 4 minutes. Prices are about $7 million.
I know. Gosh.
With the good seats.
Oh,
And it's only a $20 handling charge. It's very worth it.
Yes, save a lot on the handling charge.
Tickets that sold tonight on eBay went for between $2,200 and $3,400 a piece.
Oh.
On StubHub.com, tickets are posted for sale starting around $2,500.
Right.
The average price per ticket is expected to be higher than last year.
Notice, I know a lot of people like our friend over here to the right, Hopscotch,
yes.
who have their plane fare all taken care of. Don't know how they're getting in the game yet,
Right.
but they'll find a way.
Oh, yeah.
Couple of dudes came up to me yesterday and said the same thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Ready
worth
to
it.
fly.
You gotta take a shot.
Yeah, you
Yes.
do. Absolutely.
Something will come up.
Now, on the front page of today's Seattle PI, or actually the Times is what I'm looking at here, the headline reads, Ticket Holder's Dilemma, Motown or the money?
Ooh.
The Seahawks doled out 11,000 Super Bowl tickets in a lottery yesterday.
11,000.
Now winners must decide if they want to go for the big bucks or go to the game. Sell to the highest bidder or go to the game. Now, of course,
Yes.
if you sell to the highest bidder, it may be a shrewd financial move, but you have to acknowledge that you are the anti-12th man. Because when you sell them on eBay or sell them in some kind of auction, the obvious chance is, the reality is, you're selling them to a non-Seahawk fan.
Ooh. Right.
In all likelihood, you'll be selling them to one of those Steeler crazy fans or just some corporate guy who wants to take his son to the game, who has no interest and just wants to be at a Super Bowl.
Right. Try to bond with his son.
Because they couldn't get into the polo match.
On Sunday night, the drunken Seahawks fans were like, we're going to Detroit. Monday morning, $6,000, really? Maybe not. We'll see.
We'll go no matter what it takes.
I bet you a lot of people that won that lottery yesterday, and we have confirmed that it wasn't you.
It was not me.
They actually sent you,
bad.
yes, after the show ended, in his account, in his email area, he had an email from the Seahawks.
And the subject line said, ticket lottery.
And the subject line, just to taunt him, said ticket lottery. Then he clicks on it and says, sorry, you lost.
Ooh, you're out.
They're just begging people to send back a response email that says, F you!
I actually did that and got returned saying this is just nobody checks this email.
Really?
Yeah.
You actually wrote F you back?
No, not F you, but I was like, you may want to check again. I think you made a mistake. Just to make sure.
Wow. Well, I wonder how many people actually got emails saying that they were successful lottery Super Bowl ticket winners are actually going to go to the game. Because if you don't go to the game, Terry, you're the anti-12th man.
I understand that.
Man.
Why would you want to go, though? I understand the money thing. I understand that's so tempting, but geez.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience you can never get back.
Right.
This is the...
I mean, sit there in your house drinking with a bunch of people? Ooh, you could have been there?
Yes, this is the kind of experience that allows you to say, you know what? I can die now knowing that I lived more of a full, complete, satisfying life. This is one of those experiences that helps you along that path.
That's right. It's on your checklist. Go to a Super Bowl. Okay.
Not just go to a Super Bowl. Go to a Super Bowl with my team playing in it. The team that represents my city that I've adored for X amount of years.
Absolutely.
And you're thinking now of just taking the quick cash that you'll blow at the casino in about 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Break.
I know.
Go to the game. You're getting tickets at face value, and these people are gonna sell them for a couple extra thou. Come on.
Now, what if you have 4 tickets and you use 2 for the game and sell 2? Then where do you fall in?
Yeah, can't put a price tag on a memory that lasts a lifetime, Terry.
I know.
And that's still anti-12th man behavior.
Wow.
And nobody gets 4 tickets when they win the lottery. The people who won the lottery get 2 tickets.
Just hypothetical.
He's just throwing it out there. Just in case.
Yes.
In case I find 4 on the ground.
Right.
I'll know what to do.
Yes.
Yes, somebody, oops, it fell out of my wallet.
There are 4 lying in the gutter on Highway 99 right now if you want to be quick enough.
Nice.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
It's quite the dilemma.
So that's what it says on the front page of the Times.
Yeah,
that's the ticket holder's dilemma. Should not be a dilemma.
No. You need to go to the game.
Go to the game.
Yep.
Help bring home the win. Help bring home the victory. Help bring home the Lombardi Trophy.
Woo!
And regardless, bring home a memory that no one can take away from you for the rest of your life.
That's right.
People can steal money. They can steal clothes. They can steal possessions. They can steal cars. They can't steal your memories.
Ooh.
Someday maybe they will be able to.
Wow, that's kind of
That'd be
scary.
kinda cool. I don't know. They broke into my house. I can't remember a damn thing.
Right.
I swear I had sex last night.
Uh-huh. That'd be really cool if you could, steal someone's memories.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, dude, what are you doing? Nothing. I think you're about to steal my memories. No, you're just paranoid. That'd be really cool.
That'd be crazy.
One day.
Did we have fun in Cancun?
That is. We went?
Crazy times.
Yes. Wow. Let's work on some software. Gets that done.
Oh, really? Well, like you say, someday it will be. It probably will happen.
Oh.
You know, medical miracles.
Can only dream, Terry.
Yeah.
Who's out on the line?
I wonder what airfare is going for these days, too. I mean, it's more than just the ticket price.
Well, they say that I saw
Everything's
on the
so expensive
news
now.
that it was like you can get packages that include tickets, but it's like $10,000.
Well, I don't know why it should be that much. A friend of mine got airfare yesterday for $600, which is not outrageous.
Not bad.
Obviously.
And now, representing butt rockers worldwide, carrying sod from Tacoma to Everett and every city in between, president of the blue collar workers, even though he wears a tank top, here's Dump Truck Guy.
What's cracking?
Ah!
Man, my voice still hoarse out from Sunday.
Wow. How about Dump Truck Guy? Dump Truck Guy doesn't seem like your hardest core Seahawk fan, and yet he's embracing the times, Terry. He's screaming his throat out.
He looks
Damn
like
right,
a hardcore
man.
Seahawks fan.
Yeah, he does.
He just
I think
doesn't
my
act
whole
like one.
family's horse. It's not a good situation. We all call it just what's up. Not much.
Now, where did you watch the game, Dumpy?
All right, the old man's house.
At the old man's house, and even at the old man's house, in the comfort of a living room, Terry, the man lost his voice.
Damn right. He got fresh new plasma just for the game, so I had to check it out.
That's what I'm hearing about.
Yeah,
a lot of people are buying big screens.
Yep.
And you can only imagine how much more will be bought now that the Seahawks are in the Super Bowl, Terry.
Oh, yeah.
I just can't believe, man, you got to be a gazillionaire to even freaking show up at the game, man. That's outrageous.
Yes.
Cost you freaking $4,800 to go for two people.
Luckily,
Nice.
there's a nice, healthy amount of gazillionaires in town, Terry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you love them?
4,800. That doesn't even get you airfare or hotel.
And Dumpy's close. He's a couple of days away from being a gazillionaire. He's got the plasma. He's on his way.
He is.
Shoot, I don't think it's going to happen. You know what? There's going to be some hot and heavy hookers down there.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You know there will be.
Heavy hookers.
And if my wife is listening, we'll have to dump that.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No, just getting geared up, man. I got to work in your freaking backyard today with all those yuppie bastards up there, so it's not a good situation.
I understand. Dump truck guy,
Yes, sir.
life is good with the family. Bubba, everyone good?
Oh,
Joanne,
yeah.
Joanne Million Hairs, everyone happy?
Yeah,
Okay.
somewhat.
What was Joanne Million Hairs doing when you were screaming at the TV, pounding beers, and watching the game with Pops?
Same thing.
Actually, she was at her little niece's soccer game, so
Oh,
watching soccer.
a soccer game during the NFC Championship game in Seattle?
It's all
Yeah,
sacrilegious.
pretty much.
Oh, my gosh. Who scheduled that?
Out on the field, you could probably hear the roars in Auburn or wherever they were playing, all the way from Quest Field.
Yeah, you
I
probably
wouldn't
could.
doubt it, man. I mean, I could feel that crap over my surround sound. It was pretty incredible.
Shellard
Just like you
Hart,
were there.
Shellard Hart, who lives in West Seattle, Terry, said she was on her balcony at times just to hear the crowd because she could hear it all the way from Quest Field in
Wow,
Seattle.
that doesn't surprise
That's
me at all.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
And they,
Definitely one thing about it, we do got some goddamn big mouths, don't we?
oh, geez. And if you want to even get more ridiculous, they said the shaking in Quest Field was the equivalent of a 3.0 earthquake on the Richter scale.
Yeah, crazy.
I like it. That's freaking Bud Light and alcohol and heavy vocal cords, man.
Yes, it's right up your alley. I don't know why you haven't been a football fan your whole life.
I just can't afford it.
I understand.
But yeah, I am. I'm in front of the TV, putting my 2 cents in from the south end.
He's
so.
the
Bring it
12th.
on!
He's the 12th man in the dumpster in the dump truck guy family living room, Terry.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Damn right. Beer's cheaper. You can smoke and take a crap whenever you want.
Wow. Now that sounds enticing, Terry. Why I may be going to Detroit? I don't know. And dump truck guy has made it seem so very exciting to stay right here in town.
Geez, in your own home? You can really take a crap in your own home?
Wow.
Whenever you want.
Damn right, man. No
Wow.
line.
Whenever you want to.
Going right now.
Yes.
That's the
Stop
worst
me.
thing. Pitch in your cheeks, and you got about 800 people in front. You're
Right.
not good.
Who's going to stop me? Didn't think so. Dumpy,
Yes, sir.
you are now a true football fan.
Thank you, man.
Yes.
I appreciate
No,
it.
thank
Be
you.
United that way.
There you go.
Have a great T-Man day.
Oh, days.
Yeah, I'm going to eat spicy wings, crab dip, and a shrimp salad.
Now what? Now what? Try to do that at the game. I dare you. Nobody takes a crap at the game.
Oh, gee.
Have you ever seen anyone attempt to take a crap at the game?
Emergencies only.
No, I haven't even seen anyone. Emergency, you go home.
Run back to the hotel in Detroit.
I've never seen anyone sit in the bathroom at a game.
No.
You just don't do that.
Ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. So you got to be careful on
What you eat?
people who are at the games. Tend to have lived long enough to know what disagrees with them as far as their bowels.
Right.
Saltines for breakfast and lunch.
You stay clear, a little white rice, and you're good to go.
The T-Man.
It's the dot.
For the first time on camera, Angelina's superstar dad is giving his blessing to baby Brangelina. John Voight was all smiles with extra about his daughter's pregnancy at the Monsters, Inc. bash at Disney's California Adventure.
Is John Boyd going to be in the Super Bowl, Terry?
Oh.
If he's not playing in the Super Bowl, I'm not interested.
Right.
Right. He gave his blessing.
Yes, to the baby.
Does that matter at this point?
No. She's going to go ahead with it.
Pretty much going to come either way.
Right, and she really doesn't like him.
Angelina doesn't really talk to him.
Right, so what difference does it make?
I mean, I give my blessing, too, if it means anything.
Oh, sure. Why don't
John
you?
Voight was all smiles with extra about his daughter's pregnancy at the Monsters, Inc. bash at Disney's California Adventure.
Angie's my daughter. I'm always...
He's got to remind himself that.
I know.
Yeah, Angie's my daughter, right? I mean, she doesn't act like it, but she is my daughter, right?
Are we talking this week?
Man, talk about a dad sounding unsure of himself.
Yeah.
Angie's my daughter. I'm always wishing the best for her. I think about her all day long, every day.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Just wish she was answering my calls.
Right. Wish she was thinking of me.
Mm-hmm.
At least sometime
All
in her
day,
life.
every day.
Weird people. Rumor has it she's having twins, by the way.
Yes. I give her my blessing on this child, Terry.
Do you?
You know why?
Why?
Because now that she's pregnant, her boobs will get even bigger.
Yeah, that is
That's
definitely
why I
true.
bless this
They're
childbearing thing.
gigantic.
They're
Oh,
going to
they
be humongous.
Maybe that's why Brad didn't get Jen pregnant. Her boobs wouldn't get big enough.
Oh,
Maybe
jeez.
he's really a boob man.
Mm-hmm. I think you're onto something, Terry.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, jeez. What else is going on in the world, Terry? Besides the obvious. See, right there in the paper over there. I can't reach it, but it says the Seahawks game on Sunday
Yes.
beat out the final episode of Seinfeld, and it also beat out the 1995 Mariner playoffs,
Wow.
which were, up to this point, the highest-rated TV event in the history of Seattle.
Wow.
More people watched the Seahawks game on Sunday than the highest-rated Mariner games in their history.
Wow.
People are taken to the Seahawks right now like flies to sugar cubes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Flies love sugar cubes.
Oh, love them.
Let me tell you. Mm-hmm. Yes. Highest-rated television show in the history of Seattle.
Wow.
It sounds huge.
It does.
You know? Okay. Anyway.
Refuse to lose.
That's right. Or some people wrote on their homemade cards, refuse to loose.
That's right.
What else is going on?
More baby news for you. Apparently, Jennifer Lopez, Mark Anthony, there are baby rumors going around. That's MSNBC.
Well, they are
And-
married.
Well, I understand
So it
that.
wouldn't be like a scandal or anything.
No, I
but
know.
are her boobs going to get... Oh, shouldn't have.
No, she doesn't. But her behind
Is
might.
her ass going to get huge?
Yes, it will. Apparently, Mark threw down about $120 last week for a guy's diaper bag so he doesn't look so, feminine when he's...
Yes, Terry, I have diaper bags in multiple colors.
Do you?
Leather with studs on them to look real tough.
Let me tell you.
Hell's Angels on the side of it.
You're not a real man if you don't have a diaper bag of your own.
Guys kick ass.
Oh, my gosh. Now, he's got
Change
what?
this.
Yeah.
He's got, what, 2 with his ex-wife, correct?
I don't know about Mark Anthony's
Something
history,
like
Terry,
that.
but that sounds good for me. Mm-hmm.
Other news for you, according to the National Enquirer.
Yes.
Kathy Hilton, the lovely mother of Paris and Nikki.
Kathy Hilton.
Yes,
Kathy
46
Hilton.
years of age, by the way.
Not bad looking for a 46-year-old, I'll tell you
No,
that. And she
she's-
had her own reality TV show that lasted about 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, How to Be a Hilton or something like that.
Right. Mm-hmm. I have the box set at home, too. Yes, a very, very roomy box.
Yeah, very roomy.
Yes.
Apparently, she went out clubbing with Nikki the other night, and
Mom and daughter,
yeah,
Paris
no, not Paris, but Nikki
was not there. I was
No,
gonna say.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, what she was wearing totally exposed her breasts. She was wearing a black see-through top.
That was a
and-
half-hearted hoon for a 46-year-old woman, Terry. But all
looks
46,
good.
all 46-year-old women with 23, 24-year-old daughters should look as good as Mrs. Hilton.
Yes.
Yes. Now, I'm sure she's had a team of doctors to help her along on that path.
I would say sure, yes.
Right. Mm-hmm. And personal trainers, yada, yada, yada.
List goes on.
But you still have to give her the nod, being a pretty hot 46-year-old woman.
Yes, no doubt.
Mm-hmm. How do you think you're going to look when you're 46? How are you going to look tomorrow?
Hopefully the same.
Mm-hmm.
We'll work hard at it.
So Nikki and Mom go out.
Yeah, kicking it.
Does that mean that Mom has to pick up like the slut slack because Paris is not there? She's not with Nikki that night. She's got to play the part.
Someone's got to get topless.
Yeah, well, she
High
got close
expectations,
enough,
man.
right? She got close enough.
Got to pick up that slut slack, Terry.
The slut slap.
Come on, don't tell me you never had to pick up the slut slack.
No, no,
It is.
I haven't.
Okay.
Haven't had to, but I have.
Mm-hmm.
I have choice.
I mean, as Kathy Hilton's husband, because I'm assuming she's still married, right? We haven't heard of any divorce.
No.
Never hear about Daddy Hilton.
Well, he picks up the slut slack like no other man, Terry.
Oh, yeah.
Does
He's
he?
a master at it.
I mean, are you proud that your wife is out there exposing her breasts? And
Was it a club? Where'd they go?
they went to a club. It doesn't tell me what club,
All right.
but
And
it
she
just
got a
said-
little freaky.
Well, she was wearing a very
So she was picking up the slut slack.
well, I guess, sure. When she's
She
wearing
dressed like a slut.
Yeah.
They dress like a slut, and they smell like a slut.
she's
They're a slut.
okay.
Yeah, people expect that from the Hiltons, man. She's got to, keep the family name alive.
Gosh.
So did they?
And you're proud of that?
Did they dance with each other, or
No,
dance alone, looking into mirrors? Or?
Just kind of explain that she, was, like you say, picking up the slut slack and wearing a very risque top that exposed her breasts.
And what club were they at? Cafe Arizona?
Could have been, but I think that's closed.
Pasty was there peering at him or leering at him.
Cafe Arizona will never be closed in my mind, Terry.
Okay.
It's still the coolest name of any club in the history of mankind. Cafe Arizona.
It
Right.
just makes me hungry. Think of cafe.
How about Manny the Pooh applauding me on that one? He echoes my sentiments. That's what I get from that applause. He echoes my sentiments on that kind of club name that's rolling off your tongue.
Oh, yeah.
I love that club.
Where you going, Cafe Arizona?
I was quite the club.
He's been wanting to go there since he was 9.
I know.
And then as soon as he turned,
No, I used to DJ there for a little piece a second.
oh, a piece a second.
Wow.
Wow.
Little time.
A piece a second, that'd be like, this quick. I'm DJing, now I'm not. I'm DJing.
like a month. There you go.
I am, now I'm not.
That's a piece a second?
Yes.
A month?
I mean, it's not like I wasn't DJing there for a minute
Hey,
or nothing.
if
but
you can't get a piece of ass, you got to get a piece of second, Terry.
I guess
There you
so.
go.
Piece of seconds, I understand that.
Yes. Speaking of piece of seconds, where is Kilbreth this morning? Is he day number 4 with the child, Terry?
Yes.
Sound asleep?
Well, no, not sound asleep. I doubt that.
Well, I mean, 4-day-old babies sleep like 22 hours a day.
Nah, but not through the night, maybe.
Well, they cry,
Yeah.
stick a boob in
Right.
there, and
Yeah.
then Steven goes back to sleep. And,
Hope they're adjusting well.
yes.
I'm sure they are.
Are they home yet, or are they still at the
Yes,
hospital?
they're home.
Oh, wow.
You checked in,
I did. I talked to him yesterday
Wow.
after the big show.
and he made it home.
Yes, he was on his way home.
Oh, you called him on the way.
Well, I actually thought, since he was still at the hospital, I thought, I'll just run over and see him.
Right, but they had left the
But
hospital.
they had already left.
And you're not driving to Carnation.
Well, no, I mean, not there.
And imagine the first drive in the car with your new child up those streets getting to Carnation.
Oh, I know.
You know, Stephen had the old wrist shaking on that steering wheel.
I know. Don't turn the corner too fast.
Oh, it is.
Slow down.
But he's had years of practice at driving real slow under his belt.
Right.
Under his barely cinched belt, yes. Well, it's very exciting for him.
Yes, it is.
So they're home safe and sound.
As far as I know, they are.
It's very nice to know.
Yes.
Great.
Maybe they'll check in today, or he will.
All right. Maybe he'll call in at some point today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
All right.
Sorry I had to raise you in Carnation, kid. This is home.
They chose Carnation, and they're very proud of where they live, apparently.
Still a mystery why.
Because he's able to tell everyone that he's neighbors with Ray Allen. Ray Allen is...
But he has no neighbors. He has trees as neighbors.
I know. Those are his neighbors.
Right. It's like living in a log cabin with no sign of life around you, but this is who he is.
And he likes it for some reason.
It's Lumberjack Hillbreath.
Yeah, minus the lumberjack skills.
He has gotten out of saw to cut himself out.
Well,
That's true.
that sounds like Lumberjack skills to me.
I guess. Never mind.
There you go.
The T-Man.
He's a gay phone operator. He's so gay. He's so phone operator. And now, here's Gay. A good morning.
Good morning. Yes, gay.
How you doing?
Yes, gay.
Have you been to my site?
We're not going to talk about your stupid site.
www.gayphonoperator.com.
What was that again?
www.gayphonoperator.com.
Everyone's familiar with your silly site, but now I have been led to believe that you have a new site that is just even more preposterous, ridiculous, and unnecessary. And
It's very necessary.
we're not gonna waste time talking about it. All right? So
No,
I'm glad
it's important.
I'm glad you came on the hotline. He tried to get on the past couple of days, Terry, but I
And
was
you've ignored him?
Yeah, I was so Seahawk oriented. I was so in the Seahawk mode that we just ignored his calls the past couple of days when he called.
Well, it's still Seahawk mode, so let's ignore.
That's right.
Oh my God, Seahawk mode is so bad.
We promised him that anytime he calls, he gets on. Well, I guess that's really not a true promise because he tried to get on the past two shows, both yesterday and Friday. And because Friday was leading into the NFC Championship game, and yesterday was obviously the celebration from the NFC Championship game, he sat there on hold and then finally gave up and hung up, yes.
Oh my God, I was going crazy.
To talk about a silly new site that he hopes to benefit from, which he won't. I don't know why all of a sudden he thinks he's going to benefit from this silly new site, when in the past he's tried something similar to this and it's just failed miserably.
Because I need help.
The man sold aprons and sold nothing.
Aprons.
The man
Oven mitts.
The man pleaded with people that he was going to be thrown on the street and got no donations, basically.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden he's got a new site that he wants to get everyone excited about. That's entitled what now?
www.helpmegetthin.com.
Helpmegetthin.com.
Nothing like bringing down your Seahawk buzz by talking to a depressed guy. No thanks.
Who, even if you did give him help, doesn't really want it.
Oh, Dave.
Wow.
Now,
Oh yeah, let's talk about the yellow teeth that I wanted to throw up after seeing.
what are you talking about?
Paul Allen, oh my God.
Well, the dude gets everything he wants with his teeth intact.
Right.
He screws models on yachts. People get their teeth whitened hoping to, like, screw a mediocre-looking girl on a rowboat.
I don't care, you got that much money,
He
get in the
screws
chair.
models on yachts, and if you have no problem getting any model you want to get on a yacht with you and have sex with you, you wouldn't be necessarily inspired to get your teeth whitened either.
Right.
Well, and you know what's interesting, Gay, is that some people, you know, have the same attitude that you do about Paul Allen's teeth, about your weight loss, because you've been given plenty of opportunity.
How about Terry taking
I
you
mean,
on?
given it to you.
Yeah.
Offered money, everything. Endless.
And and what you're saying is he has the nerve to call Paul Allen out on having yellow teeth when Paul Allen seems to be doing okay for himself.
Yeah.
And Gay, phone operator, I'm not so sure you can put in that category.
Well, I'm not saying put it in the category, but he's been offered help. He's had the ability to lose the weight plenty of times.
Wow.
And that's why I'm at the point that I am Miss-free and doing an option for surgery so that I can
When he
take
calls you
care of it.
Ms. Free, he's pissed at you.
Oh,
too. He broke out Ms. Free on you.
He did.
Gay.
What?
Oh, geez, now he's getting upset. He started out the call all
No,
spirited.
I'm fine. It's just I'm tired of people saying this crap where I'm making the decision to finally take care of it in the one way that's going to help me with a permanent solution.
You had the way that would help you out, and you just got too
I
lazy.
said with a permanent solution.
You got too lazy. That would have been a permanent
whatever.
solution.
You know what? Kiss my fat ass.
Oh, yes.
And for some, this is not necessarily a permanent, situation. Look at, oh gosh.
I got a lot of
Okay, come on,
emails.
think of it. Come on, Terry. You can do it.
Oh, Jay!
Yes, I can. Much better than you.
I got a
by
lot
the
of
way.
emails suggesting that this surgery is very sketchy as far as something Gay should consider because even though you get your stomach stapled down or reduced or what have you, if he just goes on a binge, it'll just burst.
Right. You can still gain back all that weight.
And
I
just-
said it,
It's
but
not
that's not going
permanent.
to happen.
Or worse, he could get some kind of real health issue where the stomach's just, the staples explode and he's got all kinds of chaos in there and who knows what.
Do you not think that I've researched this and looked
Well,
into
you
that?
better be prepared to eat 3 green peas for dinner and call it a night.
Are they handing out research pamphlets at the drive-thrus? Is that where you're researching it?
Wow.
Every day.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, see? You're not ready.
Now, listen, Kay. You have a new website up called helpmegetthin.com. And your goal is what now? What does this site discuss? What does it say? I have not been there. I've heard about it. Someone told me about it, but I refuse to go.
I'm asking for help in making up the difference between what you've generously offered me
Oh, yes. Did I
and
do
what
that,
the
Terry?
total cost of the surgery is.
Because I had to cap it somewhere, Terry.
Yes, you did.
But I can't believe I went as high as I did. And now he's hoping to get the rest of the way through donations.
So what is the actual total cost?
$23,500.
Why don't you call Michael Moore? He's doing a big movie on the HMOs, and you can tell him what kind of trouble you're in, and maybe you can feature it in his movie, and you and him can go side by side and get stomach stapling surgeries together.
Believe me, I've been trying to find out if there's any foundations or organizations that help people with medical issues when their insurance doesn't cover it.
And what'd you find out?
I can't find any.
Ow!
Foundation.
So you're a little disgusted. There are foundations for kids who are suffering from illnesses, people who have diseases for this, that, and the other thing. But as far as your situation is concerned, there's no foundation, there's no charity, there's no nothing that can help you, and you're a little disgusted.
I'm frustrated with it.
So you're starting your own. HelpMeGetThin.com?
Exactly.
Nobody had that website, the domain name reserved?
No, I bought it.
You bought it?
Yeah.
Was that your first choice?
No, I wanted INeedSurgery.com, but somebody else has it. And I want Surgery.com, all of them. They're already gone.
Wow. That name was reserved, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
I want Surgery.com. Brooke Paul had that years ago. Anyway. Oh, jeez. So you were able to get HelpMeGetThin.com.
Yeah, I was.
Yes, and you're expecting boatloads of money to come flowing in any moment now.
I've gotten $5 so far.
Mm-hmm.
And anything that comes in helps.
Well, then you can shut it down. You're done. Goal reached.
No.
Oh, you need more than $5?
Yeah, I need more than $5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like a dozen honey barbecued wings at KFC.
Yeah.
Wow, cool.
You're psyched.
You don't know your prices.
Does it?
Well.
Oh, jeez.
But you do, don't you?
Does it?
Yeah, I do.
Well,
Okay, I'm a fat boy at heart, and I
Yes.
always will be. But I know I have to make changes.
Well, Hot Fudge Scott is a coupon clipper. Anyhow, so speak for yourself.
Do you
Now,
have any extra?
oh, jeez. How much is the goal needed? Not that you're going to get anywhere closer. Not that I even inspire people. Not that I even want to give any impression that people should be donating out there. How much is needed for you to get all the way to the price of the surgery you're looking for?
Total is $8,500.
$8,500. And you're $5 of the way there.
Yes.
Does it say when someone donates who the person is so you can send them a thank you card or no?
Yes.
It does?
Yeah.
So it's not anonymous donations?
No, because they have to put down either a credit card or their information.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you to Gregory, whoever donated the first $5.
So if you're a listener and you were going to give money to the Make-A-Wish Foundation or something, don't do it. Give it to a guy that won't go on a treadmill and lose weight.
Wow.
There you go.
You going to take that guy?
I mean, that's really what it is. You're panhandling because you're too lazy.
Wow.
You have your arms and legs and everything, and you just refuse to work.
Wow.
You know what? You are a selfish bastard.
Wow.
I'm selfish?
Yeah, you are. You are. Because you know the hell I've been through. You know everything that I've tried.
Wow.
And you know what? I can't do it on my own.
Can't do it on your own, gay?
No.
You were doing it on your own. You were 50 pounds.
And I couldn't do it. I was exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a lot of hard work.
You got tired when you worked out?
Life can be exhausting at times, gay. Welcome to the world.
Right.
You got
Sometimes you just got to plop down on your couch or your bed and say, I'm tired, I need to recharge my batteries and get back to work.
Yep. I wake up every morning going, God, I'm tired.
But not the prince.
I got tired.
He got tired, he had to stop. That was it. Once he got tired, he said, this isn't for me.
Right.
Yeah, working out sucks.
Are you kidding me? Paisley just printed me out the picture on the front of his new HelpMeGetThin.com website. Look at Big Red here.
Same one I saw on the Christmas card.
All smile. Oh, is that his Christmas card picture?
Oh, yeah.
Just.
Big Red.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
No shame.
None. He's
Not an ounce of shame.
panhandling.
So
embarrassing.
Panhandling without even making the effort to go out and hold the pan.
Yeah, at least
what are
they
you
work
gonna-
hard and stand there.
At least they stand there
Fight
for
the
hours.
elements.
Right.
Fight
Well,
the
that's
elements.
too much work. Because
Yeah,
then
if I
you're
could stand, I
outside.
would.
Yeah, he tried that. He got tired.
Yeah, he got tired. You got to stand, and he can't stand. 'cause,
You should be
know.
embarrassed. Honestly, be embarrassed.
But the question now, here's a new question. Let's say this is successful. You get the money, you get the surgery. What do you do with all the skin?
Wow.
Do you go make a new website
cross
that
that
says
No,
skin
because
bridge.
I found out that because of the problems caused by hanging skin
That is-
and the problems that I have now already, that my insurance will cover the removal.
That's ridiculous. So
That
they'll cover
is-
the
yeah.
skin part, but they won't cover the surgery.
because that's
Because
it's
it's a separate
cosmetic.
issue. It's not getting
skin
rid of
part
excess
is cosmetic,
skin,
as
and the
Terry
problem
just
that
said.
causes is a separate issue. It's not weight loss.
And the actual bypass surgery is like a life-saving,
That's
perhaps,
health.
procedure for you, and they won't cover that.
No, and you know what? I didn't make the insurance company, So don't get on me because they cover 1%.
No one's getting on you. We got on you when we talked about how you're not even a respectful panhandler.
Yeah.
It's interesting because most surgeries are the opposite. They'll cover a health issue but not a cosmetic issue. Because gosh, what insurance company, because I'm sure there's a lot of women out there would love to put their breast augmentation up.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no,
because that's cosmetic, so obviously that must be covered.
Getting rid of the excess skin is not a cosmetic reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's the problems caused by the hanging skin, the sores, and
so your obesity. There's no problems.
Well, Gay, Dan's on the line. He wants to know why you just didn't go on The Biggest Loser. You're on the air, Dan. Like he would have lasted an hour on that
Never
show.
would have
I'm
lasted.
tired.
That's right. He would have
Turn
been
off
crying.
the cameras.
Right.
I'm going home.
Okay, and I went to the audition. They wouldn't let me in.
Yes, Dan.
I would say maybe he sent his fat ass on a Big Loser.
Mm-hmm. He says that he went to the tryouts. I think I remember that,
Right,
Jay.
I do,
They
yeah.
wouldn't let him in, or so he says. He went by himself. No one verified they wouldn't let him in.
Right.
I think they take one look at him. He's a shoo-in,
Right.
but he claims they wouldn't let him in the door.
You know what? I called you guys
you're
right from the
lying.
auditions when they wouldn't let me in so that you would know exactly what happened.
But what's interesting there, if you've ever watched that show, they have personal trainers that get in your face just as badly as your last
doesn't.
No, they
personal.
don't. They
Yes,
have one.
they do.
They have one. Jillian does that. Bob does not.
Oh, well, what if you had gotten stuck
Jillian
with
and
Jillian?
Bob.
What would you have done?
Then I would have had to put up with it for the show.
All right,
But
Gay, listen. You have a new website called helpmelosemyweight.com. What is it?
Helpmegetthin.com.
And if there are people out there that are on the fence as to what they should do with their excess cash, and they're considering making a sizable donation to your cause.
Any donation.
All right, easy. What message would you like to give them at this time?
I've had man boobs all my life.
Are you going to speak or no?
I'm just asking if anybody is willing to help. This is a permanent solution for me, and I would appreciate it so that I can be able to have a life.
You getting this, Dan?
He hung up.
Dan hung up. Yeah.
Why don't we have a fundraiser, like a car wash for him? And all those proceeds can be donated to his fund.
Right. Because I'd get tired, Terry.
Oh, I'm sorry. So solicit the high schools.
Are you getting this, Bridget?
To experience the pain that I do
Oh, jeez.
for just one day.
We do experience the pain every day when you come on and tell
I'm not
us
talking
about it.
about your mental anguish.
Oh, jeez. Mental anguish could be very tiring in itself, Gay.
You give me mental anguish.
Mm-hmm. Right back at you, babe. Right back at you. Bridget, are you donating right now?
Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm. And why is that? He didn't move you to tears? He hasn't gotten you to open your wallet and see what excess cash you have?
No. There's lots of doctors that will cut the cost of gastric bypass surgery. He needs to find the right surgeon. And I want to address the issue of excess skin.
Okay.
No insurance is going to cover removal of excess skin prior to covering gastric bypass surgery. Gastric bypass surgery totally saved my life. You had no idea. I saw you before, T-Man, and you had no idea that I had gastric bypass surgery until I told you.
Wow, I was all over you. That means I was all over, I guess. Was I all over you?
Yeah, you said you liked my butt, but anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I love that extra skin.
That means I wasn't all over her, Jay. If I just say I like your butt from a distance,
Right.
I'm not all over you. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
But anyway, once he is able to get the surgery, I would like to be his trainer because Gay is going to have an issue after he has the surgery. A lot of times people that have surgery don't realize that afterwards they're like in rehab. It's almost like drug rehabilitation.
Stop talking, I'm getting tired.
Right.
No, seriously, actually, he's going to go through food withdrawal. My doctor made me go on a totally liquid diet for 90 days after my surgery. 90 days. And I don't
liquid?
I don't think Gay is going to be able to handle that.
Oh, jeez. Well, you don't have to worry because he's not getting the surgery because nobody's going to donate to his silly cause.
And for that woman, I didn't say that they pre-authorized the surgery to remove the excess skin. What I've been told by my doctor is that because of the conditions caused by that, the insurance companies will normally cover it.
Don't you think maybe you could suspend the wheels in motion on hoping to get a couple of dollars for the surgery now that the Seahawks are headed to the Super Bowl over the next 2 weeks? Can we not talk about this over the next couple of weeks? Is that possible, Gay?
Can we not talk about the frickin' Seahawks?
The NFC Championship game got a 78 share in
God,
Seattle.
That's so much more important to me. Thank you.
The highest rated TV show in the history of Seattle. And what were you doing? You were putting the finishing touches on Help Me Lose the Weight Guy. Dot help.
HelpMeGetFit.com.
Well, and then he went and bought himself a cake to congratulate for the big win.
Yeah, in the meantime, he's not really doing anything to help himself get thin.
Are you telling me that you were not watching the Seahawks in their first punching the ticket to the Super Bowl in the history of the franchise the other night? Are you telling me you were one of the very few people not watching that game?
I turned on like the last 20 minutes. And why does it take like 10 minutes to play 2 minutes of a game? I mean,
Sounds like
you're sitting there waiting, and it's just boring. No, I had taped like Charmed for a couple weeks, and I was watching that.
Mm-hmm.
Charmed.
Sad, man.
You're a very interesting guy.
I'm going to start helphimgetstraight.com.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that won't ever work.
Oh, jeez. Would you consider it if there was one?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, there's like rehab for gay people.
Oh, jeez.
No, there really is. There's a guy.
Yeah, it's called brainwashing.
Oh, there's a guy that runs it in Kansas. He runs like a camp. It's true.
Let's send him.
I've seen it.
Yeah, it's called brainwashing.
Being gay is a learned behavior.
The biggest homo.
It's not a learned behavior.
NBC's new reality series.
Gay chooses to be gay.
Yeah, if it's a learned behavior, come here and I'll teach you.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, so you weren't really watching the game. You were one of the very few. I am shocked. I think that's a huge statement, Terry. That's the highest watch. I can't get over that. The highest watched TV show in the history of Seattle television.
Amazing.
No, and then people in the ghetto area that I live in, all of a sudden they're going out, walking down the road going, say what, Seahawks? Say what, Seahawks? It's like, come on, people, get a freaking life.
Yes, why aren't you on HelpMeLoseTheWeight.com?
Yeah, get a life. Donate to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised you actually got up and went out to the, to your window to even see those people.
Do you have the big scoreboard?
I didn't. I heard them.
Do you have the big tote board, the big scoreboard? What are they called?
Yeah,
Do you have the big...
the thermometer thing that shows you how
that shows how many donations you've gotten? Are you going to raise the...
No, I don't have that on there.
Are you going to expect to get close to your goal? I mean, is that something that's a reasonable expectation that will only lead to letdown? Or how are you approaching this? What are you expecting now that the word is out that HelpMeGetThin.com is available for those who feel the plight of your journey in life up till now?
What I'm expecting is to appreciate everything that comes in and anything that comes in. I'm not going to expect the whole amount there. I'm doing this as a way to help.
Well, this could be just a big sham, Terry, so he gets about $180 to get 18 free trips to the drive-thru over the next month.
Good. Then you know what? If they want to donate, they can send me a check or money order made out to the doctor. If they want to do that, fine. Then it goes
That's what
back
I
to
think
me.
you should do.
Made out to the doctor.
Of the top 10,000 charities in the world, where do you think his falls in?
It can go directly to the hospital and put in care of my name, and that way I don't even get paid.
An interesting question was just posed. Of the top 10,000 charities in the world, where does yours rank as far as in need as it gets?
When it's coming to my situation and what I'm thinking of, I rank number one.
Wow.
And I'm the selfish one you called me earlier.
You know, I can be
Okay.
selfish with this because I need to do something to
I'm
save
the
my
selfish
life.
one. All right.
Jesse, have you made your donation yet? Jesse.
Hello?
Yes, Jesse.
I called when Gay gave his phone number out, and I actually called Gay himself and spoke with him.
Oh, it is.
And
He was probably rude to you.
He was actually very nice.
Oh.
And I told him that I had found out I had high blood pressure and I had to lose weight. Although I wasn't real heavy, I've lost 25 pounds.
Right.
And I did it with no exercise.
Mm-hmm.
All I did was cut out sodium.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You need to look at everything you eat. Everything has sodium.
Well, Gay dives headfirst into a life-size salt shaker every day. That's part of his afternoon activity, so he's not willing to cut that out of his life.
He has a salt lick the size of a basketball hanging from every wall.
That's right.
Wow, those salt
Yeah, I'm a big old cow. Thank you.
So what is your point here? What is your point, Jesse? What are you suggesting?
Well, I asked him. I said, Gay, it's really hard to do this alone. I said, I will do this with you.
Oh, jeez. And he was not remotely interested, was he?
No, he said he could not.
Mm-hmm. Gay, do you remember that conversation?
Honestly, I don't remember the conversation.
Wow.
It meant that much to you, huh, Gay?
Yeah.
Okay, do you realize how many people have been calling me? I'm sorry that I don't remember the conversation.
Man, what a celebrity. So,
No, I'm not saying that.
This woman is talking about how she can relate with your problems, how losing weight is not easy for her either. She could use a partner, and there's this kind of support in numbers, and you weren't interested at all in joining her and helping each other.
Nope, if you're not writing a check, leave me alone.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I said, Scott.
And
That's
you talked
basically
to my
what you
daughter,
said.
Amanda, also.
Okay, I do remember that.
Okay.
Huh?
No, because most people that called me were, like, really mean. I mean, I had a few nice people that called me, and I appreciated that.
You don't remember them, though.
And I also gave him my number and said, Gay, call me. I'll help you through this. We can do it.
And how many times has he called you?
He has not.
Not. But he'll be willing to take your donation anytime you're ready to make it.
Oh, yeah. Cash only.
Yes.
And Gay, the offer is still there.
Thank you.
I'm down below 150. I've had 7 children.
Wow. Kudos to you, man.
I thought, if I can do this,
Right,
anybody can.
Well, not him. He's no more interested today than he was
When you called
him originally. Is that right, Gay?
What do you want me to say?
The truth.
Yeah.
That you're no more interested today in working out with this woman than you were, or going on a diet with this woman, as you were when she called you the first time. Tell her the truth.
I'm
Let her
not,
know.
because diets do not work for me.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I need to make this permanent change.
Well, you can make a permanent change by changing your eating habits and your lifestyle.
Right.
Absolutely. It's a permanent thing,
Right.
Gay.
It's not a
No,
diet.
and I understand that. And by doing this, I'm not going to have an option.
So why don't you just
I'm doing
convince yourself you
something
did it
that doesn't
anyway?
Give me an option to fail.
Mhm.
Right.
I don't understand that thinking.
Strange guy.
He's a very weird guy. He's not going to have an option, but he's still going to have the desire to some extent, and he's still going to have to do it. Why not just do it anyway?
Right.
Anyway, we could talk about this all morning, and I'd rather not.
Okay.
He wanted to give out his new website. We allowed him to do that. He had to wait 3 days to do it. Not long enough.
Right.
Whatever.
How many donations have you gotten in the past 15 minutes that we've been on the phone?
Do you want me to look?
No. Because if you've gotten one, I'll be depressed. Anyway.
Well, I'd have to get up.
Oh, my gosh.
If he's gotten,
I'm willing to get up. I just need to do it.
if he's gotten any, Terry, I'm going to be just kind of bothered by the whole situation.
Of course.
But
It's
maybe someone out there is going to just make one donation and get him the whole way there. Is that possible?
no.
No.
The whole concept is just horrifying.
Not that we don't want you to be where you need to be, Gay. It's just... but we'll give you the final word. Go ahead.
Oh, I got a donation.
Mm-hmm. We'll give you the final word, Gay. Go ahead.
www.helpmegetthin.com.
You don't have to, say it so fast like we're going to cut you off. Relax. Say what you got to say. Here's the final word. And don't give me this crap they can make the donation to your doctor, because no one even knows how to do that.
Is it on your site?
Unless you put a link up with the doctor's name and stuff like that. Or something like that.
What do you mean?
Whatever. You said people can make the donation in your doctor's name.
Well, I don't know
You're
if
just
they could do that. They would have to just send it and put my
Mm-hmm.
name on it.
Right.
No, I thought of an idea. You know what? It's not my fault if I've never done that before, and I don't know how.
Okay, I have one more last question
Dr.
here.
Feelgood.
Yes.
Usually, in most instances, when it comes to fundraising and stuff, they have a specific date as to when they want to raise the money by.
Right.
Notice that Gay probably doesn't have a specific
You should
date.
put that sense of urgency on his site, you're saying. It might be effective. Gay, it might be effective if you have a cutoff date of Super Bowl Sunday or something like
Right.
that.
I mean, the thing is, have you already set a date for your surgery? Because maybe then people would take you a little bit more seriously.
Mm-hmm.
No, because I can't set a date because I have to pay up front
But the point is, if you just make a date, if you just put a hard end timeline, it might put a sense of urgency in people's minds that, okay, we got to step up and make these donations. Might be effective. That's all we're saying. Not that we're trying to help you or anything. It's pathetic.
Then I don't know what date to pick.
Well,
pick a freaking day! How tough is it? Valentine's Day!
No, he wants to continue the rest of his life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, screw you!
Just another horrifying aspect of his pathetic life.
You know what? You can be such an ass sometimes.
Yeah, that's probably true.
You're totally cruel to me.
But I don't agree with what you're doing, so I'm going to tell you.
No, I know you don't agree with it, and you never have.
You should be horrified at begging people for money. You should be outraged at yourself, and you're not. It's really sad. You don't see anything wrong with it.
Do you believe that's correct? That you should be outraged at yourself from the level that you've stooped to at this point in time in your life?
You know what? You've made me out to be the biggest frickin' loser, whatever you want.
No, you
you know what? If they want to treat me the way they want, and that's the way that I am, because that's what people think because of this goddamn show, then fine. I don't care anymore. I'm trying to do something to help myself so that I have a goddamn life.
When was the last time you did something for...
That was a great final word, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, when was the last time you did anything for anybody else? What kind of civic duty? When was the last time you volunteered or helped someone else?
You know what?
But do you want everybody to jump to your help?
Volunteer somewhere, Scott, when I can't frickin' walk.
So you're saying that if you could walk and you weren't able to be mobile, you would be out there helping people left and right. That's your personality. That's what you want to convince yourself.
In the past, when I was thinner, I went out and I helped people.
Oh, yeah? How? Refresh us on what you've done in the past.
God!
What are things that you've done? Oh, there he goes. That's a help right there.
Right.
That's the biggest help he's given in a long time by hanging up the line.
He had nothing, so he hung up.
Mm-hmm. It's an interesting big red.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go Hawks.
Do you think he'll still go to the buffet with me today? Or do you think
that's out.
Okay, just checking.
We'll give him a call anyway.
If you're buying, he's going.
He's in. Oh, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the dollar bill numbers have to be given at this time.
Oh, yeah.
The dollar bill numbers are as follows. We did 40 for Super Bowl 40 yesterday.
Yes.
In honor of Gay's new website and his donation total, the number 0. If you have a 0 in your dollar bill along with a 93,
wow,
you are a winner today if you're the first caller. A 93.
First caller we like.
And a 0 will get you $100 instantly and a key to start that size. We have cars to give away on this radio station. Woo! We have Super Bowl packages thanks to this station and Diet Pepsi getting together, Terry. Woo-hoo! Are you aware of that?
I am.
That's starting today. We begin qualifying somebody for like the dream trip of a lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
Tickets to the Super Bowl, airfare, hotel accommodations, all taken care of by Cube 93 and Diet Pepsi.
Ooh, drink it all the time.
Mm-hmm. Man, talk about a lottery. People think they're winning big by having the Seahawks tell you you've gotten yourself tickets to the Super Bowl. How about tickets, great seats to the game? How about hotel accommodations, Terry, which they've jacked up? I mean, even a Red Roof Inn is like $900 a night.
I know, I heard.
And the airfare. It's all paid for. It's all taken care of. And somebody's going to win that package by listening to this here radio station, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm torturing you by making you listen to Eric Flowers. But if you want to win the package, even I may have to listen to try to win this thing, Terry.
Okay.
You sound a lot like...
Okay. We're going to qualify people between today and like next Wednesday or Thursday, and then like next Wednesday or Thursday, we're going to pull a name, and that's going to be a very happy person, I would imagine.
I would say very happy.
Yes. To have the entire experience be paid for, not one penny out of pocket that you really have to put up, Terry.
Right.
Except for the hookers and a T-shirt or two.
Yeah.
Right.
All very worth it.
Mm-hmm. Maybe Diet Pepsi and Cube can even throw in a couple lap dances for you. Who knows?
Oh, that'd be cool.
A couple of strip clubs on that 8 Mile, Terry. I can probably work that in if I twist their arms enough, right?
Yeah.
You ever twist the arm of a Diet Pepsi? Let me tell you. They surrender pretty damn quick. But for right now, it is time to find a dollar bill winner. Who's there?
Hey, T.
Who's this?
This is Chris. How you doing?
What's up, man? Where you calling from?
From Seattle.
What's your story?
My story?
Yes, from
I'm
beginning
just
to
working
end.
right now,
Oh.
doing deliveries.
Deliveries. What do you deliver? What's your duties?
I work for La Mexicana Incorporated. We deliver to Mexican restaurants. And
You deliver the goods to the Mexican restaurants around town?
Exactly.
So you drive like a refrigerated truck, or?
Yeah.
Nah, that food
commercial
doesn't need to be
vehicle.
refrigerated.
No.
Mhm.
So if you order like a number 3 with whole beans, there you go.
Yes. Wow. Nah, it's cold enough outside right now.
Yeah.
Nobody knows the difference. So you drive a refrigerated truck and you drop off like the salsa and the burritos and the enchiladas, so I don't know, and all that other fun stuff to the Mexican restaurants.
Not ready-made, but tortillas and products.
Oh, they don't come ready-made? What do they actually? They do when I buy them frozen. Anyhow, that's very exciting work, I imagine. I'm sure you get tempted at times to just get naked and just roll around in the back of the truck, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm sitting down eating at the restaurant. He's looking through the window laughing at me, Terry.
Yeah. My butt was in your guacamole 2 hours ago.
Yes. And boy, do you have a smile on your face. I wonder why. Anyhow, this is very responsible work, I would imagine. The deliveries can't be late.
Nope.
So you have a very stressful job.
Once in a while, depending on when I wake up. So if you wake up late, that's when you're stressed.
Yes. And you have some nice people you make deliveries to, or what?
Of course.
Any hot Mexican waitresses you got on the radar, or what?
All of them,
That's what I'd be thinking if I was in that line of work, Terry.
Sure.
Which senorita mamacita am I going to see today?
Marry me and you're immediately a citizen. Is that out loud?
Yes.
Sorry about that.
Wow. So this is very exciting work. And what restaurants do you deliver to?
I do the Mazatlans, Puerto Vallartas, Taco Time, Taco Del Mar, Claim Jumpers.
Claim jumper out of nowhere.
Very popular Mexican restaurant, Terry.
I know, but they serve some Mexican dishes. So.
And McDonald's.
Uh-huh.
Breakfast burrito.
Right.
Well, that's a pretty wide spectrum of joints.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you have a wide spectrum of joints in your truck, or what?
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
You drive alone, or what?
Me?
Yes.
No.
You don't drive alone. You have a partner.
Oh, alone? Yeah, I do drive alone.
You drive
I'm by
alone.
myself.
Uh-huh. Do you ever, you're not really driving long, roads. You're just going from pretty much A to B in short little trips, right?
A to B and listen to the T-Man show.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Do you have to unload it yourself, or does someone do that for you?
I just.
I do it myself.
Oh, so you're
Man.
strapping young man.
Yeah, I have to do that from time to time, too, even though I'm married. Anyhow. But you never make it like a long haul. You never, driving hours at a time, are you?
When I head up to Port Angeles.
Oh, you do?
Oh, wow.
So do you ever, get bored and just pick up people, or what?
No, I never pick up people. But
Is that against your personal policy, your company's policy, both, neither? What's the deal on that?
Policy can't pick up people.
But they're not going to know if there's
Pick up numbers. You pick up numbers. No
if there's a
problem with that.
decent-looking grunge girl on the side of the road.
Grunge girl,
Because
right.
they're the only ones that are willing to have the guts to be picked up by a car and be a hitchhiker. So if
Right.
there's a decent-looking grunge girl on the side of the road, do you think about it? Do you do it? Do you not do it? What's your policy?
They'll go through my head real quick, but then I won't do it.
You size her up thinking whether she's going to be willing to give you some ass or no?
Probably not.
So you've never
Just
picked up
once a ride.
you've never picked up a hitchhiker?
No.
All right.
Hmm.
Well, you're not a big guy. You're worried about your safety?
No, I'm just...
You don't have a piece in the truck?
I don't know. I've never really done it.
All right. And are you involved? Are you married? Are you single? Or are you?
I am single.
Oh, let me tell you.
I was involved with the relationship 3 years, but
What a catch,
we moved
Terry.
to
Chris.
San Diego.
Chris, he's loaded with Mexican food products, and he's available on Match.com.
Wow.
Are you on any of those dating websites or anything like that, Chris?
On the websites?
Are you on any of those, relationship-oriented, dating,
No.
men-seeking?
None of
yes. You're not. You just let it fly out there on your own.
Right,
And you've
fly,
had-
just go out to the clubs and see what falls.
Yes. Smelling like an enchilada. I can't see how he's a camera.
No, they like my scent.
Yes, and they like your just amped up personality, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
That's about it.
His personality.
Do you want us to believe, do you want to give us the word that confirms that when you go out to clubs, you're doing fine, you have no problem meeting the women's and hooking up and all that other good stuff, or what?
Yeah, no problem hooking up. No problem at all.
All right, so when was the last time you got laid, Chris?
You could say
No,
Friday
what would
night.
you say?
Yeah.
Don't worry about what I say.
Well,
You're
I
saying
could say
Friday night?
night.
You had sex Friday night with someone you knew before Friday night or someone you met that night?
Knew him. It was from one of my stops that
It's
I...
like, let me see if I can make up this story. Why do you say...
Well, the girl left me her number one day, and I
So it's a girl
called her back,
on
called
his
her back
route.
that same day, hooked up Friday night, and...
All right, you want us to believe you met a girl on your route Friday day. She gave you her number, and by Friday night, you're bringing her the ruckus, Mexican style.
Exactly.
The only way that he can.
Arriba! Is that what you're saying? That's what you want us to believe, Chris?
That is the truth.
A lot of hot sauce flying everywhere.
You're making a drop of Mexican goods. Doesn't sound good. And,
I know.
and then all of a sudden, you're locking eyes with some woman in the restaurant. You start talking. She gives you her number. You call her that night. And minutes to hours later, you are just pounding away. Is that what you want us to believe?
That is what you should believe.
Sure.
That's what happened.
Because that's the truth.
Wow.
That is the truth.
I'll throw you an extra 100 if we can call her. Because you're going to win 100 in the dollar bill game.
Woohoo!
I'll throw you an extra 100 if you can let us call her and let us ask her maybe how it was, whether it was worth it, whether she got all she expected, all that other good stuff.
Okay, that's fine.
That's a deal?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, now I'm on the hook for 100.
Yeah, you are.
Actually, take this girl's number that he claims. I'm putting you on hold, dude. He's the winner, Terry. Assuming he has the dollar with the zero, which I'm sure he does.
Right.
Who doesn't?
Right.
Hey, does this girl have a sister by any chance?
Oh, dear.
Or our brother, whatever.
Well, why don't you see if you can get the number real quick?
Oh, he doesn't have the number. Put him back on hold. Put him back on
No,
hold.
he's got it. He's worried about his cell phone battery dying, but he's...
Oh, yes.
Sure.
Nice setup to all of a sudden him dropping off the line. Hey, my cell phone's about to die any second, so don't think it's me if I get cut off.
How's work going to get a hold of him to see how far he's going on his route? today?
Right.
Oh, can't.
You think a man who's on the job would have his cell phone charged, Terry?
Yeah.
Yeah, one day they'll come out with this car phone charger thing.
Yeah,
that'd
that
be
you plug
awesome.
in?
Yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Chris.
Hello.
You really worried about your cell phone battery going dead, huh?
No, I got a charger. Just it
Oh, you have a
doesn't.
charger. How'd you get your hands on one of those?
That's
I
hard
left
to
it in my
find
truck
thing.
in my car today. I didn't bring it.
Mm-hmm.
I have another battery I could switch out, but
Oh.
that's about it.
All right, so you gave us a number here of a woman named Amanda, is that right?
That's correct.
And you are telling us that you didn't know who she was before Friday, but on your...
Well, I did. It's a stop that I do every
Oh, it's a stop. It's a regular stop. So you've seen her before. You've
I talked to her, say hi, and she signs the paper.
You've
and
sized her up a
about
little
it.
bit over the past couple of months, maybe even years. I don't even know. But long enough. And it was Friday that you finally exchanged numbers. You called her, you're telling us, on Friday? You called her?
Yeah, she left me her number at her workplace. She wasn't there at all. She wrote me a little note.
Oh.
I got to take a break, was what Pasty's telling me.
Oh.
I know.
Pasty.
And I hate to do this, Terry, because this gives Chris an opportunity to, set this thing up.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I ain't saying nothing up.
All right, if I have to take a break, this is a hard break. I have to take this one, Terry. And I never have to take breaks, but this one I have to take. Now, Pasty.
Hard break.
Here's what's going to do.
Okay.
If you want me to take this break so bad, you're going to have to stay on the line with Chris the whole damn time.
I can do
And
that.
don't give her an opportunity to call this girl.
I can do that.
All right?
What
No
do
What about my battery, T?
You said you have a car charger.
No, he said he has an extra battery because this car charger is actually in his truck and it's not.
Change out your battery.
Yeah, I
I'll
left
call you
it in
back.
my car.
Change out your battery. Yeah, I don't want to lose him anyway. This is a good opportunity to take a break. So he can change out his battery and have no excuses for dropping
Right.
off the line. Pick up the line there, Pasty.
Right
We'll
down
get
the number.
back. We'll
Right down
find
the
out everything that happened in their very hot, sexy, salsa-filled night. All right?
The T-Man.
Terry,
Yes, Tina.
on the phone line, we have a gentleman named Chris who just called up to be our dollar bill winner this morning, and it's It's taken on a whole new life for him, hasn't it, Terry?
Oh, it has, man, it has.
Because Chris had to go in depth about his life. I don't know why. I never pry.
No, never. But we appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. He told us he is a Mexican supply delivery guy, if you will.
Yes.
A Mexican supply delivery guy, if you are following what I'm saying. I guess I'm not even sure I'm following what I'm saying. I guess that means he delivers the guacamole, the sour cream, the salsa, the bulk items.
Right.
To your Mexican restaurants in and around town. Well, from what he told us, he's had a little chemistry with one of the ladies who signs off on his ticket.
Whoa, sign here, baby.
They've had a little eye contact, maybe even a little eye sex over the past number of weeks, months, and years, Terry.
Wink a wink.
And on this past Friday, he got up the nerve to take it to the next level and exchange numbers. And it's amazing how the next level will take you to levels beyond in a steamrolling fashion like you'll have never imagined. Because on that very night, at least what Chris wants us to believe, he apparently got the number of a little naughty Mexican little worker there, Terry, because they were rolling around. He was plowing the field. He was making it happen.
He ran for her border.
He was rolling the tortilla.
Yes. Wow. Nice analogy, Terry. That's Chris's story. That's what Chris wants us to believe. Chris has given us no impression up till now that he's a liar, Terry.
Right.
And you know I love stories like this. What gets people to hook up in this world? That has always been an interest of mine. Comes in with his hand truck, Terry. His forearms flexing.
Whoa.
Sour cream piled yay high, and she couldn't say no.
That's right.
Is that how it went down, Chris? Go, Chrissy.
Yo.
I'm sure you enjoyed making small talk with Pasty during the break so much that I can't really do anything for you anymore.
I was having a good time with him.
I've heard the stories. Yes.
When's your birthday?
Small talk with Pasty can only be fascinating.
So what'd you get for Christmas?
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Yeah, that's my favorite beverage too. All right.
I got a trip to Hawaii.
You ever let it get flat and then drink it like a week later? All right. Let me tell you that I am very inspired and intrigued by your story to such a degree that the way we left it in the last segment is we would like to see if she wants to reminisce about Friday night with you on the phone lines here with us this morning. Is she the type, you think, that may be embarrassed by this? Or she's the type that's open and just so filled with euphoria over finally landing the Mexican delivery truck driver that she just wants to scream it from the hilltops, and no better hilltop than this radio show. Is that which one do you think she more falls in line with? Which characterization is she more apt to be like?
I'm not really sure.
Is she going to be shy? Is she going to be a kiss and tell type? What is she going to be like?
You know, it could swing either way.
Wow.
She might be open about it.
Well, for a woman that you've had sex with, Chris, you don't seem to know her that well.
Because they weren't there to talk. They were just there to have sex.
Oh!
International language of love.
That's right.
No need for subtitles.
I love her.
Wow. All right. So, did I size it up right? Did I say it all correct? This is the way it went. How long have you been on this Mexican restaurant's route that has this little naughty Mexican? Is she a waitress? What is she?
She's actually not Mexican. She's white.
Oh, I just wanted her to be Mexican, Terry.
Okay, just ignore that comment and just...
I've lost all my interest.
Oh,
It's probably a real authentic place. Huh?
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Never mind.
I love to be served Mexican food by white people.
All right. This is Bob. What can I get for you? One of them damn tortillas?
So she's like a blonde white girl or something?
Kind of brownish blonde.
She's brownish blonde hair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And she works at the restaurant in what capacity do you know for sure?
She's I think she's probably a supervisor there. I'm pretty sure about that.
Yes.
And
so authentic.
Every Thursday I go up
Keep it in the culture.
Bremerton,
yes.
right there in Bremerton, and do deliveries to her, and she signed my paper, say, hey, how you doing?
And there was
blah,
like,
blah, blah.
there was
Little
like,
small talk.
was
That's
there,
about it.
was there like this way that you would sign the paper that maybe gave you some encouragement that, oh, she's down or anything like that? Or you just gave it?
I can actually probably remember what it said.
Uh-oh.
What you said to her?
Huh?
You remember what you said to her?
No, to the paper, on the paper.
Oh, she wrote something on the paper that gave you everything you needed to know about whether you could make it happen with her or what?
Yeah, well, she said, hey, it's Amanda. I just wanted to leave you my number, see if you want to
so she made the first move then.
She left a note.
And then the fact that she was holding the pen with her vagina, Terry, probably sealed the deal as far as him knowing that she was down.
Yeah.
I love when women do that.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, so that's some vagina talent. Now, so she gave you her number without even you having to ask for it?
Exactly.
Wow.
So you're interested again.
Well, I'd love her to be Mexican, Terry, but yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested in the story. So where do you go Friday night that it ends up in just a romp session, Mexican style, even though she's not Mexican?
Well, we hooked up, and her and another friend went to some bar there in Bremerton. It wasn't popping, so it was like kind of like rock music. So we went from there to some other club. I don't remember the name.
Now, did you know the whole night, okay, this girl is so in as far as me being able to make it happen, I'm going the whole way. I mean, did you know that clearly, or was there some doubt in your mind?
I was just going out to have a good time and see what...
And you got more than you bargained for.
Yep.
Now,
see what we could get out of it.
Is it going to be the kind of thing that when you go and deliver your next shipment of sour cream and all that other fun stuff, she's going to, like, play coy and play all just, like, innocent and give you that look that you both know what it means, but you're not going to ever go out again or ever speak of it, really? Or are you going to continue to move on from here?
Well, it could...
Is it over?
I know. It's going to be more like... she knows what we're talking of, what happened with each other, and she'll probably want to go out again.
She'll want to go out again.
Oh.
Wow.
How could you not?
Because once you go Chris, the Mexican delivery driver, Terry, you never go back.
That's right.
And you have to go back for more.
You have to. Yeah.
Now, I just heard maybe you got call waiting there. Could that have been her even before we even try to reach her, or what?
The call waiting that I'm getting right now is from actually the warehouse manager at my job.
Oh, jeez. That may not be good. Yeah, we've lost many people, a person's job on this show, Terry.
Oh my gosh, saying,
That's right. Is he just being naive in all the details he's giving us? Do you think she's out there so pissed right now and she's going to be unwilling to answer the phone, or she's just excited that he's so excited about the night that was, or which way do you think she may be falling in line here, Terry?
I actually, I'm going to assume that she's pretty excited for Chris.
Really? Because Chris is making the assumption, the way he's giving us all the details, he's making the assumption that she's going to be cool with him telling us all about what happened.
Right.
I'm not so sure. A lot of women like to be DL these days, Terry.
That's true.
They don't like their business thrown out there, especially when they acted very rapid fire, if you will.
Well, I understand that, but I guess the thing for me is that she actually wrote the note, so that's kind of leading me to believe that she's kind of excited about him.
That would lead me to believe that maybe she doesn't want that out there. That was for her and Chris, and not for a million plus other people to be listening to. Man, she could be one of those girls gets on the air. Hey, I was feeling sorry for you, so I gave you a token little charity.
Right.
And there you go, blaring it on the air. She could have that angle, Terry. But Chris doesn't seem like he's even acknowledging that that's a possibility.
Right.
He seems like, oh, you did her the big favor here, and
only he can deliver like he can.
Oh.
Chris.
Yes, T-Man.
Can we call her now?
If you want.
Can I still pretend that she's a little Mexican girl?
Say hola. Oh, my God.
Whatever works for you, T-Man.
What was that?
Whatever works for you, I think you said.
A lot works for me, dude.
Yeah.
A wild imagination.
I'll have the arroz con pollo with flour tortillas.
You want a side of sour cream with that?
Must be hungry, this music.
I like arroz.
See if she answers.
Hello.
Hi, is this Amanda?
Yes, it is.
Hi, this is the T-Man. I do a little nickel and dime radio show out of Seattle here. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. We have a guy named Chris on the line. He's telling us a little Mexican tale about a little get-together he had with you recently, and I'm just wondering if you're willing to be on the air and discuss it with him and with us. He's been very forthcoming with a couple of details, and I'm wondering if you're willing to talk about it on the air live as we are right now.
Sure.
Ah, Terry. You're not Mexican by any chance, are you? Amanda?
Yeah?
You're not Mexican?
No.
Terry, I don't understand. Where's the authenticity? Where is it, Terry? Next time I go into a Mexican restaurant, I'm going to go behind the scenes looking for the white people.
Right.
Amanda, Chris is telling us a pretty sound story. I mean, I'd be loving it if it was actually true the way he's telling it. I'd be pretty pumped up about it. He's telling us that going on for weeks, he'd be on your route. You would sign off on his little ticket for the guacamole, the sour cream, the salsa. and you were locking eyes, a little eye sex maybe, a little common interest you had going back and forth to the point where you couldn't stand it anymore, and you slipped your number on the receipt that you gave him. So far, is this story true as you remember it?
Yeah.
Wow. Whoa. No woman would be willing to admit that with me, Terry, because it would be a lie. But even if it wasn't a lie, she wouldn't admit it. I can't believe.
That's great.
Does Chris sound like any kind of stud by any stretch of the imagination, Terry? He sounds like a loser. But, hey, it's hard to say he is one, Terry, the way he's making it happen here. Now, okay, so far the story's true, and then it gets even better from what he told us.
What all did he say to you?
Well, he said he called.
I said, what all did he say to you?
He said he called you up. He made it happen as far as arrangements for you and him to get together that night. And to make a long story short, before the night was over, he was twisting you up like an Annie-A's pretzel. Do they still have Annie-A's, Terry?
Yes.
Okay. I haven't been to a pretzel place in a long time. Now, do you remember it this way? Was he, like, bringing you the ruckus before midnight or slightly after? Was it in some sense, a quick little get-together and a sexual Mexican free-for-all with guacamole in your hair, or what?
Oh, my God.
Is this how you remember it? That's the way he's telling the story. Why don't you say hi to Chris? I know you haven't spoken to him since Friday night. Chris, you want to say hi to Amanda?
Hey, Amanda, how you doing?
I know it's a while since you've been face-to-face.
Right.
So they were never face-to-face.
Oops.
Oh,
It's on
God.
the back of her head.
Oh, brother.
Chris believes there's going to be more to your relationship, that it's not a one-night free-for-all. Do you think that that's the case, Amanda, or what?
Yeah, it's not going to be just a one-night thing.
Man, she's saying that very...
Yeah, she is. She's very firm with that one. Let it be known now. I am your girlfriend.
Oh, jeez. Chris, is it a little bit concerning that she's saying it so firm and with such conviction, or...
No.
Are you ready to be boyfriend and girlfriend now? I mean, one night of sex doesn't mean anything.
What'd you get her for Valentine's Day, dude?
Oh, God.
So where did he bring you the ruckus? Was it in your house? Was it in a car? Was it behind the old restaurant there? What happened here?
Yeah, behind the restaurant where she works.
Where did it happen? I need to know. Where was the sex?
I'm not going to answer that.
Chris will. Chris, where was the sex?
Oh.
Right there in her nether regions.
In the butt? You might want to congratulate Chris, by the way, Amanda, because he's our dollar bill winner this morning. And aren't you lucky that he is?
Tomorrow we'll get no calls.
Which you forgot about to you already.
No, I haven't forgotten, Chris. But I'm more interested in other things. Now, somebody's got to tell me where the sex was. Where did you guys have sex on Friday night? Was it in his truck?
No.
It wasn't in his delivery truck.
Was it in your car?
Was it in a car? Was it in a moving vehicle that may or may not have been moving?
No.
All right.
That would have been fun.
Oh, heaven forbid we should think little of you, Amanda. I mean, a woman who's so, so giving with her.
With herself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because most people, I mean, when asked where did you have sex, they're not so.
Yeah, what's the big deal? We know you had sex. Why don't you just tell us where you had it, Chris? Where? Don't get shy now. You were giving us every detail before she came on.
His house, your house, friend's house. What?
Where was the sex? I need a visual here in my mind to picture you guys going after it.
It was a hotel room.
Oh, you went to a hotel.
Oh, big spender.
Well, it doesn't necessarily mean big spender, Terry.
Well,
all kinds of hotel rooms.
It costs more than your house.
Yeah, it does.
How much did he spring for that? Why would two single people need to go hotel room action? What?
I live in Seattle.
I think you just dropped a big bucket of salsa, Terry. Just dropped a bucket of tortilla chips. What's that? You live in Seattle and she lives, and you weren't near each other's home front, so you just went for the first hotel you could find? You were that dying to go after each other, huh?
Why couldn't you just go to her place if you're in Bremerton?
You didn't want them in your place, Amanda?
No, my place had people over at it, so.
Yes.
Too crowded.
Yeah, exactly.
And driving his shipments all day long may leave him with a funky aroma that you don't necessarily need in your place, is what you're basically saying. Is that right, Amanda?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What kind of hotel did he spring for? Nice place?
What was that?
What hotel did you do it at?
What hotel? I don't remember the name of it.
4-star, I'm sure, 5-star.
Were you seriously inebriated to the point where it was all a blur to you, Amanda? I mean, you could have noticed maybe a towel or a sign outside to know what hotel you're at. Were you really drunk or what?
No. I had a good buzz, but I wasn't drunk.
Uh-huh. Now, to your recollection, was Chris really good for you, or were you...
Yeah, it was.
It was. Did he hit a certain spot you want to tell us about? A certain area in your VJ and or your Steiner that you may want to commend him for, or no?
The whole thing was great.
The whole thing was great, from beginning to end.
Boy.
Now, was Chris just the kind of truck driver, the kind of delivery guy that you just couldn't resist? And if so...
I couldn't.
And if so, for what reason would you say that was the case? What about him made it so that you had to give him your number, you were so happy when he called, and when you were bent over, you were loving every second of it? What was the key characteristic that maybe you can point out that just had you completely under his delivery driver spell?
His smile.
His smile.
That's the best part of him?
Before the night.
Mm-hmm.
Before Friday night, it was his smile. Every single time he came in, he always smiled and was talking to me, and I was like, oh.
Is Chris a good-looking guy?
Yes, very good looking.
Big wiener? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Big wiener for Chris. Big wiener. Big wiener.
Oh, the biggest.
Oh, is it? Maybe it was.
Chris, you've been measured or what?
What happened?
You've been measured in your life by a girlfriend in the past, or maybe yourself, or what?
Me?
No.
Oh, you're talking to him?
You've never taken a measurement of yourself, Chris?
No, not really.
Come on, man. I used to measure myself in college like every day, hoping it would grow. That's what I did in my dorm room. And there was
People knocking on the door. What are you doing? Nothing?
Yeah, I just measured myself again. Come on it.
Let's see. I'm 6'2".
I'm not talking about your height. I'm talking about the size of your schlong. Do you know how big it is or not?
No.
I just want to see what it takes these days, Terry.
I mean, you can't even estimate.
Yeah, you don't even have an estimate, Terry. Terry's dying to know. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm guessing that most guys generally know.
You got an estimate on how big your dick is or not?
Oh, no, I don't.
He doesn't have an estimate. He has no idea. It could be 3. It could be 3. It could be 9. I'm not sure, Terry. Yeah, Terry wants an estimate. We want an estimate. Everyone wants an estimate.
Amanda already had her estimate.
Amanda, you probably know better than he does. I doubt it. But, all right, what's your estimate on how big his dilly is?
I really don't know.
Come on, you've had a lot of experience. How big is he? 7?
Pretty damn big.
Mm-hmm. So you were pleasantly surprised.
Yes.
Or maybe you weren't surprised. It was everything you were hoping for, and you got it.
Yes, it was everything I was hoping for.
Oh, in the hotel.
Yeah, at the hotel.
Did you sleep overnight at the hotel or no?
No.
You just
ducked out early.
Man, ducked in, ducked out.
Right.
Took off before the continental breakfast.
Oh, damn it.
I should have been a Mexican delivery driver, Terry. Are you kidding me? I got a decent smile, right?
You do?
Do I?
Absolutely.
Can I get this tooth? All right. Anyway. So when are you guys going to go out again? We'll pay for it.
Yeah,
with the $100 bills. You're waiting for the dollar bill game. When are you going to ask her out again, Chris, or are you?
Well, we already had planned probably next weekend.
Oh, really?
Was it going to be an actual, like, date, just you two going out, like, doing the typical go to a movie, dinner, whatever? Or is it just, hey, let's meet at the hotel?
Oh, jeez.
Nah, I'd probably go out to a club or something.
What Terry's saying, once you've established, and she knows this from vast experience, once you've established hotel action, how do you then regress back to movies and dinner?
Yeah. Oh, you really want to, like, just go
It's
to
not
a
the
movie?
natural progression.
I'm dying to know what the small talk was that had Amanda just dying for Chris to the point where she had to give him the phone number. What kind
Well,
of...
but she said it wasn't anything he said. It was the smile.
No, she said smile. She also said the way he was all cheery and nice.
Just coming in all happy. Hey!
Hey, I'm sorry that batch of sour cream was bad last week. I'm going to make good on that. Let me give you...
Maybe he has perfect pecs and sweet biceps.
There's just a chemistry between you two. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Amanda immediately says yes.
I know.
And Chris
she's
already a little bit wavering.
Yeah.
Chris, is she hot or no?
Huh?
Is she... Oh, jeez. Is she hot or
I'm
what?
doing a delivery. I can't really
Oh, wow.
hear you right now. I'm trying to hold my phone.
Amanda's like, how dare you? You said you'd stop now. We know what that means, right, Amanda? He's at it again.
Yeah, how do you know you're not the only woman that he's, getting numbers from? And I mean, I'm sure
I don't think
there's
she
one.
really cares, Terry.
Wow.
I don't know that. I mean, we're not like, he can go do what he wants to do. I mean, we're not like, there hasn't been like a conversation where we're like serious relationships. So.
Man, I love that. Bremerton girls are
it.
Maybe. Are all Bremerton girls kind of laid back like you?
Is what?
Oh, never mind. Chris, just tell me, is she hot or not? What does she look like?
Yeah, she's hot.
MySpace.
This could be.
I can't.
These could be two ugly people just going after her, Terry.
Yeah.
And I've fallen into the trap of hearing this entire story.
Yeah, don't ruin it now.
Okay.
It's been good.
What does she look like, Chris?
He doesn't
I don't remember.
Yeah. You know Heidi Klum? Nothing like that.
Doesn't remember, he said. He admits with her on the line, he doesn't remember.
Boy, you made a good impression there.
Who is this again?
It's not like you met that night. You've been delivering to this woman for how long has he been delivering to you before you finally gave him the number, Amanda?
Oh, for about 6 months.
Oh, my
7 months.
gosh, really?
Now, is it starting to bother you that he just threw out a comment that he doesn't remember what you look like?
Just a little.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Chris, he's already gotten it. He doesn't care anymore. He doesn't care. I remember.
The mission has been accomplished.
Let me start that process.
Of course I do remember.
Let me start that process of getting her mad at me so she doesn't want to call me anymore.
All right.
No, don't say, of course you do remember. We just asked you what you look like, and you couldn't give us any details.
Well, I'm working, T. Hold on.
Whatever.
I'm trying to concentrate doing my job and talking to
How
you.
hard
It
is that?
requires so much concentration. You've got to balance all that stuff.
Just sign here. Oh, that's tough to say.
All right. Why? What are you doing right now? What are you delivering?
To Taco Del Mar and Tacoma Mall.
In the Tacoma Mall. You're at Taco Del Mar, giving them what?
Yes. Getting them like 15 cases of rice, tortillas, taco shells. I don't know.
No wonder Amanda was so satisfied.
Did they order any flak jackets?
Mm-hmm.
I already had it. Thank you, though. Everything is there.
Everything is...
No. Okay, have a good day.
Oh, he is actually.
He's working. Wow.
I bet you wanted to have a nice day. Look on the receipt. What does it say?
It has a signature, that's all.
That's it? Too bad it wasn't a white girl.
Little smiley face and a phone number.
What is a white girl like you doing tied up in a Mexican restaurant up there in Bremerton? Huh, Amanda?
What?
Never mind.
I couldn't hear you.
That's okay.
Same thing Mexican people do at white people restaurants, I guess.
Oh, days. It's not the same. Well, congratulations on the sex. I'm sure the hotel will never be the same. And I wish you guys both well, and I hope you guys check in the future and let us know how you're doing. In the meantime, Chris...
Congratulations to you.
He's just diving in the truck now.
Yeah.
Chris, hang on the line. I'm going to put you back on with Pasty Dave, and he's going to tell you all about the $100 you won and the key that's going to start that Scion, perhaps, all right?
All right.
Because certainly you have a little bit of experience in sticking it in to win, don't you, Chris?
I sure do, don't I, T-Man?
Wow. Don't ask me.
We'll just ask him.
I just heard about it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on your route, too.
You want to go to Bremerton?
You're doubting me, though, T-Man. You're doubting me.
So, no, I never really doubted you. I always said it sounds like he's telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you raw dog her, or did you wear any kind of apparatus?
Apparatus.
Do you remember it that way, Amanda?
Yes, I do.
Did you make him wear? You don't remember the hotel. I don't think you were really in the mode to force him to wear a dilly. Would you have not done it if he didn't put on a little?
Probably not.
Probably not is a yes. I would have done it.
Maybe.
Probably not, but okay, go ahead just this once.
Right.
Yeah, so the first time there was protection. How about the other times after?
There's only been one time.
She's talking about, well, who cares about the future? We may never get together. Right?
Yeah, all right.
But if you wear a condom the first time, then you don't have to the next few times.
Yeah,
Is
right.
that how it works?
I get the sense that Chris was the one who was more adamant about putting himself as far as the protection, Terry, than Amanda would have been. Amanda was ready to get housed in raw dog style, and you gotta love her for it. Okay. Hey, what if I just went to the grocery store and bought some, like, sour cream and brought it up to you today, Amanda?
Oh, God.
Would you sign for it?
Would you sign for it?
Oh, you had me at cilantro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord.
Man, I love Amanda for that, Terry.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Let's hop on a ferry after the show and go have lunch over there.
Is she overweight, Chris?
What happened?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, good answer. Is she overweight?
No.
Amanda's not overweight.
No.
Not by 1 pound in your estimation.
No.
By Bremerton standards, or
Oh, God, shut up.
or entire Washington State standards, she's not overweight.
No, it's just regular.
She's just regular.
Regular, whatever. I don't know.
Do you like?
Whatever a white girl's supposed to weigh.
Do you like hearing this casual little jargon, Amanda? That you're regular, and you really can't remember what you look like, and.
It's all going downhill right now.
Mm-hmm. Does that bother you at all, Chris, or what?
No, I'll be talking to her.
Oh, Jesus, very confident.
Boy.
Does she have big ones?
What was that?
Chris?
What happened?
Does she have some big old breasts?
No.
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 No, she wouldn't have those. So she's got very small ones, or what?
Average.
You say the word, I'll put her in boot camp right now.
If you want to put her in boot camp and she will accept.
Well, would she need to be in boot camp, Chris?
Probably.
Wow. So you're saying small breasts, huge nipples, bad combination? Is that what you're saying?
No.
What are you saying?
Let's see. I don't know. I don't want to say.
Oh, jeez.
Small.
Yeah, well, Chris needs to be in wiener camp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I lied when I said it was-
now. There you go.
All right. Is Chris this much excitement when you're hanging out with him, Amanda?
Is he what?
Is he this much of just a firecracker when you're hanging out with him, or what?
No.
Because let me tell you,
Oh, yeah.
I'm blown away with his personality.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm ready to hit on him.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
So nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, well, you guys want to say a final word to each other?
What was that?
Would you like to say a
I'll
final...
talk to you later, Amanda. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
Bye.
Oh, we know what
Bye.
that means.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Love how easy sex can be, Terry.
Well, there you go.
Love it.
Easy sex.
Easy sex.
Yes. Oh, the easiest.
Yes. Two white people making Mexican love, Terry.
Right.
Nothing hotter than that.
There you go.
Maybe there is.
I'll be making love to a big plate of Mexican food later if anybody wants to come watch.
Mm-hmm. And I'll be wearing a condom, too.
The T-Man.
We're going to work hard this week. We're going to approach it like we're playing a game this Sunday because there are all those distractions once we head to Detroit. So I think it'll be important to have a really good week of practice.
The Seahawks, despite the convincing win, the top seeding and a 13-3 record, are underdogs in this year's finale.
You believe that, Terry? Underdogs, and if anything, the line may be moving in the Steeler direction, although it hasn't moved much. It hasn't really moved at all. I mean, the line moved completely in a dramatic fashion in the Carolina Panthers direction, so that shouldn't mean much if the line moves in the Steelers direction, because the line against the Panthers opened at around 6 points. The Steelers being the Seahawks being favored by that amount, and by game time it was down to 3.5. So many people lost money on the Seahawks because they bet on the Panthers in the NFC Championship game, that honestly could be a big factor as to why the Seahawks are underdogs in this game, because I don't know if you understand the bettors' mentality.
No.
Bettors are like the stupidest people in the world, Terry.
Okay.
And they never learn their lesson.
Okay.
You would think they'd be like, okay, I lost money on the Seahawks by betting on the Panthers. The Seahawks are better than I thought. I should now bet on the Steelers to try to recoup my money. No. They're refusing to acknowledge that they could have possibly been wrong. Oh, it must have been a fluky game. I'm going to chase it now by having the Steelers do what the Panthers should have done to them, and I'll make it all back. That's the way they think.
This is the team that should have beat them.
That's right.
Wow.
I was right, and it just didn't turn out that way, but I'll prove it you'll see the Steelers will do what the Panthers should have done. That's one of the reasons why the line is in the Steelers' favor, not to mention their history and all that other Super Bowl little nostalgia they got going for them. It really has nothing to do with the Steelers being a better team than the Seahawks, because I honestly will tell you, I think the Seahawks are going to win this game, Terry.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be nearly as easy as I said on the air the Carolina Panther game was going to be, and then turned out that way.
Right.
I think this could be a close game. Let's put it this way. If either of the two teams is going to blow the other out, I hear people talking about a Steeler blowout. If either of the two teams is going to blow the other out, it's going to be the Seahawks.
Okay.
The Steelers will not blow the Seahawks out. If the Steelers win, it's going to be a close game that they squeak out. Maybe they get a turnover that works in their favor, whatever the case may be. But I think the Seahawks are going to win the Super Bowl, and I think the bettors are going to lose one last time.
Wow.
If they are going to throw money against the Seahawks again, Terry. The thing that's now concerning me, though, that I'm reading about this morning, I didn't realize just how close. I'm not good at geography. Never have been, Terry. Never really cared. I didn't realize just how close Detroit is to Pittsburgh. Are you aware that Detroit, in driving time, is closer to Pittsburgh than, like, Seattle would be to drive to Spokane?
Really? Is that close?
Just about the same amount, if not a couple of miles closer.
Wow.
You can drive from Pittsburgh to Detroit in less time than it would take to drive from Seattle to Spokane.
Wow.
So imagine if the Super Bowl were in Spokane. Everybody in Seattle would be headed over there.
Sure they would. Absolutely.
So every stupid Steeler fan,
their dumb little hard hats,
with their dumb little hard hats, is going to be heading over there. I'm worried it may be like a home game for the Steelers, which is why those people that won the tickets in the lottery have to do their part.
Yeah.
Do not be the anti-12 man. If you won your tickets in the lottery and you're going to sell it for money on eBay, although you're going to get a nice payday, you are doing a disservice to everyone in this area.
Disservice.
Now, that doesn't mean that the yokels in Pittsburgh are going to have the money to go to the game. They're going to be headed over there, probably just hanging in the parking lot, drinking with their hard hats and watching on TVs. But there's still going to be a lot of Steeler fans at this game, Terry.
Yeah,
that's worrying me because it's too damn close. They should have been a backup venue. Every year that they have a Super Bowl, there should be a backup venue that if the venue is too close to one of the two teams participating, that they move it to Plan B.
Wow.
And Plan B is Hawaii. Let's go. Man.
That is pretty close.
Did you know that Pittsburgh and Detroit were that close?
No, I had no idea.
You always think Michigan, Midwest, Pittsburgh, East Coast.
Right, right.
So it's in the middle.
Right,
no, I don't think anyone really thinks Pittsburgh is East Coast unless you've been out here all your life. But it's east.
Pennsylvania's...
It's east. Pennsylvania's not East Coast. It's east.
Yeah.
It's not East Coast.
I thought Philadelphia was
Maybe
East
for someone
Coast.
who's been in the Northwest all your life, that Pennsylvania is East Coast. But
right.
Philadelphia's not East Coast?
For someone who's been... Well, Philadelphia is as east as Pennsylvania gets, and it's still not East Coast. No, it's east. But for someone who's been on the East Coast and in the Northwest now 10, 11 years, I know the difference between East and East Coast. But I never knew that Detroit and Pittsburgh were like 4 hours driving distance, if not less.
That is pretty crazy. Wow. Well, they say...
Which is a little bit of a concern with those amped-up, stupid Steeler fans.
Right.
That I'm starting to get more angry with by the second, listening to them talk and some of the comments by their fans on their little... I got a little excerpt from their newspaper this morning here, Terry, and some of the things they're saying starting to get me going.
Uh-oh.
To start doing what we have to do with them, Terry.
Can't wait.
Better not be a Steeler home game. Not that the Seahawks can't get through that environment, but still, it wouldn't help.
All right.
I'm getting a little worried.
Well, But Steelers have been traveling this whole time, right?
Mm-hmm. They've been doing well in traveling.
Yeah, but isn't it? I mean,
Still
isn't that usually kind of there comes a point in time where
becomes their rallying cry that they're the road warriors,
right? Well, and also too that I mean, you get exhausted after a while, so there's got to come a game where you kind of hit that wall.
The fact that they have 2 weeks rest here might eliminate that possibility.
That's true.
Not tired anymore. Feel great.
As I told you, both teams are going to be healthy.
Yeah.
Both teams are going to be in a controlled temperature, controlled environment. It's very simply, may the best team win.
Yeah, but quite a battle it will be.
Now, I believe the best team is the Seahawks. Woo! And hopefully the fans won't discourage them.
Right.
With all their stupid hard hats and their terrible towels.
Gosh, so terrible towels.
Those stupid, terrible towels. Now, the cool ones we waved on Sunday.
Right, those aren't so terrible.
Those were 12th man towels.
Those are tight towels.
We didn't try to proclaim that they were so terrible.
Right.
Hey, look at my towel. It's so terrible.
We need to bring our 12th man towels.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to wait at least one day to stay off the Pittsburgh message boards and couldn't do it.
Oh, you went on already?
I'm hooked. It's sad.
And what are they writing? I went on a message board with the Steeler fans yesterday too. I didn't write anything, but I was just looking and getting an idea what they were saying. They were writing things like, well, the Seattle Seahawks are the 5th best team in the NFL right now, and they listed 4 teams that were better, one of them being the Steelers, who they had at number 1. They had like Steelers number 1, Colts number 2, Denver number 3. I don't know who they had at number 4, the Patriots number 4, and the Seahawks number 5. That's the kind of attitude that's going to have them just slapped to reality like the Carolina Panthers fans got on Sunday. You believe the nerve of that?
That is crazy.
I do believe it.
Here we are in the Super Bowl playing them, and some of their fans are listing, well, the Seahawks are only the 5th best team in the NFL.
And they're all in love with the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Redskin fans and the Panther fans both made the same mistake that the Pittsburgh fans will make. They got an easy schedule. They haven't played anybody.
Right.
I mean, we're going to win the Super Bowl. They haven't played anybody. We're going to beat everybody in the Pro Bowl. They haven't played anybody.
Right.
We're going to play aliens. They haven't played anybody.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
I understand.
They're falling into the same trap.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Wow.
Terry?
Yeah?
What else is going on in the world, please, besides...
nothing.
It's really hard. Finding stories and things to talk about other than this is very difficult.
I understand.
But I did find some stuff.
What do you have? I'll let you give me some other stories as long as I have the music going in the background.
Okay.
Yes.
According to a new study by 2 British magazines, Diva and Gay Times.
Oh, jeez. Diva and Gay Times? There's a Gay Times magazine?
There is.
And there's a Diva magazine?
Yes, there is.
Either of them popular that you've ever heard of them, Terry?
No, I don't usually subscribe to the gay magazines. Maybe I should.
You don't go to your mailbox? Oh, Gay Times!
It's here.
It's here again!
The Wall Street Cornhole. I subscribe to that.
Oh, let me tell you, you can't be in the stock market without the Wall Street Cornhole. Now,
according to these 2 magazines, gay men and lesbian women make a lot more a year than heterosexual men and women do.
In the workforce?
Yes. In fact...
Yes,
gay men.
Terrible toes.
Gay men make $17,800 a year more than men.
Gay men than men?
Well, than heterosexual men.
Right.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then lesbian women make $10,700 a year more than
straight women?
The straight, yes.
And how did they come up with that statistic?
Well, they're going on the fact that the gay community are more likely to have advanced degrees than the general population, which qualifies them for higher paying jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So the gays get their education.
So would you start making out with a woman and start going below the equator, Terry, for a $10,000 raise?
No.
Oh, jeez.
Just like a couple times a year.
No, that's okay.
I mean, you don't have to get the mullet like most lesbians.
No.
All right, you kind of do
No.
$20,000 a year?
No.
Oh, jeez. Yeah,
I'm good.
One makeout session.
I know you're doing very well for yourself, so it's okay. Okay. Some would say that you have a nice, hefty bit of lesbonics in you, Terry. So does that qualify as you being one of those that brings up the average of lesbian women?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
Are these all women in the workplace and men in the workplace that are outward with their gayness? That they walk by their coworkers in all their gayness? Or are they closet hiding homosexuals that just happen to be doing well and they get factored into the statistics too? I guess they have to be out to be part of the survey, right?
Sure. If you're subscribing to Diva and Gay Times and doing the little poll, I would assume
the little poll.
Oh, geez.
I would assume that you are out. But then again, and they're not that specific with it.
Okay.
So, but I thought that was interesting.
Not really. What else is going on?
Oh, how about this? Maybe this will grab your attention.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Police in Thousand Oaks, California, arrested a couple because they were running a prostitution ring out of their home, and they had posted it on Craigslist.
Craigslist?
Yes.
Prostitution ring on Craigslist?
Yes.
I know nothing about it, sir.
Okay.
Huh? Cecilia what? I never heard of her.
The lady was a 49-year-old woman, and her husband, 74 years of age, by the way.
Got a little pull, will travel. What?
Yeah.
Craigslist. You can find it all on Craigslist. So what's the big deal, Terry?
Well,
it's got everything.
She was offering men 60-minute sessions, complete with full-on, sexual intercourse and everything, for only $350.
It's good. It's a good deal. Craigslist. You can find the bargains, Terry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they also were pimps for 3 other women.
Terry, you got to be very diverse in the industry.
Police got an anonymous tip. And the other thing here is that this woman had children in the house, too. So, 2 daughters, 11 and 13 years of age.
So you're saying it's not a child-friendly environment?
No, I would say not.
Ha!
How the hell are we going to make it till next Sunday?
One step at a time.
Okay.
My stories aren't interesting you?
Normally they might be, Terry.
I'm telling you. This is tough.
Mm-hmm.
I got one more for you, though.
That's it?
Well, no, I actually have a ton of them.
Oh, you're trying to sneak one more in under the wire here?
Can I?
Real quick.
All right. I got a story here about a woman who reported her husband had been kidnapped.
Right.
And after a week
And it was really on Craigslist looking for prostitutes?
No, actually, he was at a brothel.
With the door barricaded? He was what? He was at a brothel?
He was at a brothel the whole time.
Oh, well, you can't just spend a day there.
He was with 2 prostitutes, not just one.
Wow. Yes.
And
talk about a bang for your buck.
Yeah, I guess
if you're
so.
going to pay, you may as well go 2.
That's right.
She, of course, filed for divorce.
And you don't think she had a little bit of an instinct in her that's just told her exactly where he was, and just to try to embarrass him and to make it that much more public, she files a police report, a missing persons report. Oh, he turns up at the Ho House. What a shocker.
An entire week at the
She
Ho House?
really thought that something bad had happened to him, when the reality was something very good was happening.
Twice over?
Something that couldn't be better was happening 2 times. Times 2.
Yeah.
Leave me alone, woman. I'll come home eventually.
Yeah, when I'm good and ready.
When I'm good and ready. Do you have to call the cops every time I'm 3 days late?
Wow.
Lord.
The T-Man.
I think Tim Brown said it the best. He said, I love the Seahawks. I love what they do. But I've beat them so many times that I just can't pick them. And I laughed.
He's got the whole room going, Terry.
Yeah, he
That's what
does.
happens when you're the MVP.
You
say it's funny.
Whatever you say, he's got the Oprah syndrome. Whatever he says is funny.
Say it again, Sean. Go ahead.
I understand what he's talking about. Those are the years the Seahawks were in the AFC West, Terry, where the Raiders would beat up on the Seahawks traditionally.
Right. You take a little yearly trip back then, right?
The only time the Seahawks were in the NFC Championship game, it was against the Raiders, right? Mm-hmm. And they lost pretty badly, just kind of like Carolina lost to the Seahawks this time around.
30-14.
Uh-huh. So not quite as bad, but just about.
I don't think it was that close, though. I think it was pretty bad.
Well, this 34-14 win by the Seahawks wasn't that close.
Yeah.
This might have been, it was just as equivalent to 52-0 as far as I'm concerned. They got 1 gift touchdown by the referees, and then the last-minute touchdown on the basically Hail Mary-like pass. I mean, come on. They dominated every facet of the game as well as you can dominate a football game.
I agree.
Don't tell me that was 34-14. Let's go to some text pages here and see what's going on in our world via the text pages, Terry.
Okay.
As you know, they roll in all morning long at 97373, don't you know? That's 97373, don't you know? What you may not know, Terry, is this first text pager wants to make you aware of, Terry, you must not be in the know, because if you go under erotic services on Seattle's Craigslist right now, you'll see tons of listings for hookers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you made it like it was some kind of novelty story you had there,
Well,
Terry.
I was just saying that she got arrested, her and her husband. That's all I was pointing out.
So you're letting the local hookers know to be on guard.
Right.
Uh-huh. On guard. Touche. Okay. 8:53 and 31 seconds. T-Man, I can't stop watching the game that I have on my VHS. Well, still VHS is out there. And thinking about the Hawks. I have a case of mad hawk disease.
Whoa.
Well, it's pretty contagious because we all seem to have it, Terry, and it makes me wonder what's going to happen when the season is over, win, lose, or draw at the Super Bowl, Terry. We're going to have postpartum.
Spring training.
I know. What is that? Yeah.
Spring training is just not going to do it for me. I'm sorry.
Are you sure?
All right.
Oh,
Really?
Goodness.
The
Yeah,
thought
what
of
are you going
the
to
thought
do?
of 152 game baseball season.
Oh, it's
just not getting me going.
Golf?
I'm going to have postpartum depression when the Super Bowl is over, Terry, but until then, I'm loving every second.
NFL draft.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see here. What else? Sean Salisbury of ESPN is a smelly bunt. His prediction on the Super Bowl is about as accurate as Cleo was with her psychic readings. East Coast bias asshole, signed Jordan. 8:50 and 24 seconds. Gayest. Oh, this is, I guess he's directing this one at Gayest. He says, Gayest, they make foundations for kids with diseases because they were stricken with their problems. In your case, you're just a lazy slob. They don't create foundations for people who just choose to live like you live. You're the reason. You're fat, so deal with it, you loser.
Wow, you mean the Make-A-Wish Foundation isn't full of people choosing to have cancer?
Mm-hmm.
I always thought it was.
Well, I wonder how Gay is doing with his donations this morning, Terry. If you remember from earlier on, if you were listening earlier on, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that Gay Phone Operator has secured the domain name and has put up his own new site.
Yeah.
On top of having gayphoneoperator.com, he now is in ownership of helpmeloseweight.com.
I don't know.
Helpmegetthin.com.
There you go.
And he's looking for major-sized donations.
Major-sized donations.
To help him get to his target goal of $25,000 or something like that, so he can get stomach stapling surgery and he can be the man he's always longed to be.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of man is that?
I have no idea.
Okay. All right.
And you know what? The funny thing is, this could be just Gay being a scam artist.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's say he gets $24,000 in donations, which he won't come close to, but let's say he did. He'd be like, oh, well, I came up $1,000 short. Thanks for your donations. He wouldn't return them. He wouldn't say, oh, you know what? I tried. I failed. It was very nice of you guys to donate. Let me give you all your money back. He wouldn't do that.
Right.
No.
I wonder how many donations he's gotten so far. Has he gotten over $5 yet, Terry?
No.
You know what? I don't want to talk about it.
Right.
Should we call and get an update?
Of course.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, just read a couple more text pages here before I lose track of these. 8:49 to 45 seconds. It will be a Steeler home game, T-Man. The Steeler fans are the best traveling team in the league. 75% of the people at the game will be Steeler fans at minimum.
Wow.
But don't be so sure and sell the Seattle folks short.
Right.
Because I got a little buzz. I went to the gym yesterday and talked to a couple of people that don't even have their tickets and yet have their flight plans to go to Detroit, Terry, because they know they're going to find a way.
Right.
And that gave me the sense that people will be showing up and vocalizing. There may be 75% of Steeler fans, and they may be loud, but they don't know from loud.
Oh, I know.
As obviously we showed the world here in the Northwest, Terry, because that place was rocking as you don't need me to tell you.
Right.
And not surprising, the statistics coming out this morning that the Quest Field stands were rocking the equivalent of a 3.0 magnitude earthquake.
Right.
That is not something I'm making up, ladies and gentlemen. That is a true fact. Seismologists got their reading on Quest Field, and it was a 3.0 equivalent-sized earthquake.
Ooh.
Either that or Big Low fell down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh.
8:45 and 45 seconds. Chris couldn't remember Amanda's face because he made her wear a bag over her head at the hotel.
Wow.
8:43. My wife swallowed some man lotion and she's pregnant. I don't know if this is bad, if it's a boy. Oh, jeez. All right, well. 8:32 and 14 seconds. Steven's voice gives me shingles. Funny he wasn't even on yet today, Terry.
I know.
Shingles.
Steven's voice gives me shingles.
Is that a real disease still?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sound like Pringles.
8:29 and 35 seconds. This guy may be onto something. I met a hot girl in Renton who told me she worked in Bremerton at a Taco Del Mar. Could have been her. Smoking hot.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
She's making her rounds, if that's the case.
8:26 and 16 seconds. Jason writes, like Mix-a-Lot said, this girl is a Bremolo. You've heard of that, Terry?
I have.
It's a fun song.
Mix-a-Lot's greatest hits?
Oh, yeah.
Both of them.
8:11 and 36 seconds. Hey, T-Man, I just went to MySpace. Is it true that you are Mexican?
What?
Well, you can tell from my pictures, Terry, that yes. In fact. Where's my music? Terry, as I was saying.
Yes.
Yes, it's true. Look at Hot Fudge dart to the CD machine.
Lost 2 pounds.
Yeah. It is true. In fact, anyone who's gone to my new MySpace pictures up there, Terry, that I am, in fact, Mexican. Thank you so much.
You had the little teardrop tattooed under your eye and everything.
Yeah, that's right.
For your one kill.
And for those, mostly men, but you'll be surprised how many women, Terry. You'll be surprised how many emails I've gotten on MySpace from women, but mostly men, who asked me to put another picture of my wife up there. I know it's kind of weird, but I did just that.
No,
Really?
you didn't.
Yes, I got to accommodate people out there, Terry. If it's my wife you're dying to see, it's my wife you will get.
T-Man, do you have any pictures of her in her lingerie?
There is a second picture of my wife up there on MySpace right now. If you want to go to MySpace and check it out, you'll see that she's Mexican too. Okay.
Some guy hit me on MySpace. Hey, it's good to see another Filipino making it, and not Filipino, but anyway, thanks. I look Filipino on MySpace.
Oh, yeah.
I also get a lot of emails on MySpace wondering why I have so many pictures of me surfing up there, and that's a good point. But the reality is I don't like pictures taken of myself, and I don't pose for many pictures. So it's very rare
Except
that
the cool one that was up there.
It's very rare that there are pictures of me, Terry. And the one time that I wanted pictures taken of me was that I've only surfed once in my life. And the time I was surfing, I was like, oh, take as many pictures as possible because I want to see what it looks like. I'll never do it again.
Sure.
So that's why, I had no other pictures to choose from. That's why there are so many pictures of me surfing in Hawaii.
And how'd it look?
It looks great. Obviously, I had a lot of raw talent, as you can tell.
You'll be joining the circuit soon?
Spicoli's in a lot of trouble. Yes. So, yes. And by the way, I read all the emails that are sent to me through MySpace, Terry.
Really?
I read them all.
All of them?
Now, as far as...
You won't read all the T-Man ones.
As far as the friend requests, I cannot possibly go through all of them.
Right.
So the reality is, if you're a really hot girl, you better put a hot picture on that front page thing, because that's the only chance of me really looking at it. All right? A lot of women, they could be hot, but they don't put their best... How do you not put your best picture as your prominent primary picture on MySpace, Terry?
I don't know.
Man. You want to be seen, you better put your best up there. I'm expecting that the picture up there is your best.
I get a lot of dudes asking me to be their friend. Tons.
I know.
They want to hang out with you.
Jeez.
Yeah, look at all those hot dudes, too. But put your best picture up if you want to be seen.
Dudes and Mona.
Mona.
Got one from Mona, too?
Oh, yeah.
Did you accept her as your friend?
Mona, now I do acknowledge that is your best picture. And, thanks for trying.
Yeah, that's her best. That's his best picture.
I couldn't accept Mona, Terry.
Why not?
Because I don't know Mona well enough.
Oh, she brought you a cookie.
You and her parents, so get in line. They can't accept her either.
What else here? It needs to be 8:02 and 31 seconds. Somebody writes, the second string traffic guy is a dickhead.
Oh,
jeez.
Is he aware of that? Well, he is now. You haven't even talked to him or said hi.
They call Big Red here? Find out where he's at in the donations? What's his number? I don't remember. What's his home number? Anyone got it? You want to write it down? His home number?
Pacey's pointing to something with sausage hanging out of his mouth. I don't know what that means.
Oh, jeez. That's not the first time he's been in that posture.
Oh, man.
You guys are so wrong.
Okay, I meant part of a breakfast sandwich. But you're probably right about the other way, too.
Hello?
Gayest.
Yeah.
We're just calling to get a little check-in, what do they call that, tally, when they do the little PBS telethons?
Yes.
Not a tallywhacker.
On where we're at with our donations. How high is the tote board going here?
$20.
That covers one cell of stomach stapling surgery.
No.
Half a staple.
Yes, that's not even half a staple. That's like
Is that
one pinpoint of staple.
Not even a drip of morphine.
Yeah, you have to, at this point in time, be a little bit discouraged that you made a pretty prominent appeal to people to donate at your new website, and so far all you got is 20 bones.
I appreciate what I've gotten so far.
Oh, jeez. Now, are you going to return that money if it turns out that you can't get anywhere close to the money you need for the surgery?
If it doesn't happen, there's no reason to have it, so yeah.
You're going to return all the money. You're going on record saying any donations made are going to be returned if you don't get the necessary amount of funds.
Yeah, because that's the only point of it. The only thing that I can't return...
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
No, shut up. The only thing I can't return is the percentage they take if somebody donates with a credit card. Because that PayPal takes that. I don't know
how else can they donate?
Back. What?
How else can they donate then? Is it
they can pay with an online check. They can send it
Everybody
to
uses
the
a
address
credit
on
card
the
with
site.
PayPal.
I know.
All right, so everyone uses a credit card with PayPal. How much of a service fee is there to make that?
It's like 1.99%.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody donated $5 and I got $4.59. They took like 45 cents off of it.
So you return the $4.59.
Whatever that I can and I'll show a damn log on the PayPal site.
Oh, I bet you will.
Whoa.
of what they took.
Whose log?
Oh, man.
Your log.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa. Michelle wants to know if you want to meet him for later for lunch.
Oh, jeez. Are you getting a little discouraged, Gay?
Not yet.
Are you realizing that it's just really not going to happen as far as getting the donations necessary from the listening audience? And you heard some of the text pages and their response to your appeal, your plea to them?
Yep.
Do you agree with the person's assessment that it's not like a charity for people that are stricken with diseases and cancers and stuff like that? Do you think that's fair to say? Was that a fair comment or no?
No.
Fair because it was unfair because you just didn't like it, or you disagree with it?
Fair because it's something that it's something that somebody needs. It's not.
There's a lot of things people need. They don't go.
I'm not asking for a freaking goddamn cruise, okay? I'm not asking for donate to my vacation fund. I'm asking for to donate towards my life.
Well,
so you truly believe that you will not be amongst the living if the donations don't come through and you don't get enough to get stomach stapling surgery?
Not if I continue going the way I am. This is the only permanent solution.
Do you have a target date on your death?
No!
Oh, jeez.
I have him in the Deadpool, though. He's my first round draft pick.
Oh,
wow!
That's not funny. Okay, anyone can go at any time. There's no guarantees in this world. Right?
Yeah, as much as you want me to be dead, I don't have a target date
What are
on
you
it.
talking about? How'd you know about that? Anyway.
Oh, whoa!
Oh, jeez.
Here he comes down the hall.
He's all skinny.
Gay. You know that you're a friend of this program. How could you even possibly suggest, even if you did it as a joke, that we want you dead? I call the hitman, tell him it's off.
Okay.
He's on to us.
He's on to us.
Damn it.
Gay?
What?
Obviously, if you've only gotten $20 so far, you're not getting the money. You're going to have to find another way, Gay.
I didn't say I was giving up.
I didn't say you said you were giving up, but I'm saying you should give up.
The fact that
It's an option.
But you won't even entertain the idea of, like, working out.
He tried that already, damn it.
Oh, you got tired. That's right. Never mind. Sorry.
D, what do you want to say to Gay?
You got the nerve to ask somebody to help you.
What's that?
Hello?
Why are we whispering?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I think he was kind of
I'm not
talking to
listening.
himself.
Was he practicing?
Yeah, I think so.
People practice before they go on the air what they're going to say.
Right.
I wish they'd do it more.
Go ahead, D.
Maybe we should.
Go ahead, D. What do you want to say now that you're on?
Well, actually, I'm surprised. I mean, here he is. All these years he's been nothing short of a butthead. Now he's got the nerve to ask somebody for help.
So you're saying if he was a little nicer through the years, he may be getting the donations. And it's because,
Yeah, definitely.
it's because of his history with the callers that he has the gall to ask for donations now, and the reason why he's not getting them. Gay, does that ring true in any fashion to you? Do you see his point or no?
No.
You think you've been extra sweet?
No, I didn't
No.
say that. No.
All right, then why don't you see his point then? He says you haven't built up a good history with the callers. Now you're looking for their help.
I mean, every time you call somebody for a poll, it always goes against Gay. Why? Because he's a butthead. He's never been nice to anybody. And now he wants everybody to send him money?
Gay, tell this man where he's gone wrong.
You don't know what you're talking about. You've not been
I
listening.
listen every day, my friend. Every day.
Yeah.
And you ain't changed in 10 years.
Okay, the crap they put me through, and you expect me to be nice every time?
Gay. It's a dysfunctional family.
It's true. It's
Good point. He's got it.
Tough to argue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how you can argue this one, but try.
I'm not going to. I don't care anymore. You know what? Fine. If you want to donate, donate. I don't care.
You still hoping he's going to
If you were
donate?
nicer, I'd be more than glad to donate, Gay. But no way, man.
You know, I don't want your money.
You ain't getting
I
it.
don't want your money.
Yeah, because
So
I
make
just
sure you
told
email
you're
me
not
an name,
getting
because
it.
if anything comes in with your money, it'll be sent back immediately.
Gay, I just told you ain't getting it. No chance.
Good.
No, send it so he can send it back and show you.
Maybe you'll learn from this, Gay. Be nicer, people will be nice to you.
Let's have a fundraiser at a restaurant.
Simple
for him.
concept.
I wonder if Broke Paula wants to donate to
Oh, maybe he will.
Oh, man.
Broke Paula, are you going right now to your bank and withdrawing money to donate?
Oh my gosh. I mean, what? What doesn't he get? I'm not going to my bank. I'm exercising, I'm walking, I'm losing weight. I'm almost twice as old as he is. What is his problem? What doesn't you get, Gay? What? Think.
I really don't give a crap about your opinion anymore, Paula.
Well, Christopher, you can go to DSHS with your mental problems and your history.
Oh, you know it, don't you? You know exactly what
No,
the hell
I've
you
never
get
gone
from
to
the welfare
DSHS,
system.
but you could. You could. I mean, if you're really serious about getting help, get up off your fat ass and go get it. But stop begging and putting yourself in this position. It's pathetic. You're a pathetic person right now.
I always have been.
Oh, wow.
God! You don't get it, do you?
No, because I'm letting a crazy psycho freaking bitch tell me all this crap, and I don't care anymore. I don't freaking care.
Well, I don't either.
Then hang up!
You hang up.
You don't have to listen.
Nobody
You can turn the channel. You don't like it anymore, then stop!
I have a life that's had a lot more ups and downs than yours, honey, and I'm still going. And I don't put my hand out and ask for help. I go out and help myself. And I am still happy. I am happy.
You should have given up a long time ago, Paula, because you're just as lost cause as I am.
Wow, Broke Paula. Fired up.
I bet you if we had a,
Was that a
fundraiser.
ghost Seahawks at the end there?
I think so, something like that. But I bet if we had like a fundraiser for Broke Paula and a fundraiser for Gay, she'd win hands down.
Make more money.
I mean, she's not even asking for anything. Just,
Gay.
it's the principle.
Do you truly believe that we've been mean to you over the years, Gay? I heard you say that. I can't let it slide.
Yeah, the crap we put him through.
The crap we put you through. Do we really put you through crap? Do we really have your worst interest at heart? Are we really bad people to you?
A lot of times, yeah, you are.
So then,
you really believe that?
Yeah, I do.
Wow, the offer of $15,000 from a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you even want to take it from such an ass?
Because it's something I need to do for my life, Terry.
So that's why you're willing to take it from an ass like me?
Yep.
So you're saying I'm an ass?
You have been.
I've been an ass to you.
Sometimes,
Let me tell you, everyone should be such an ass to people out there.
Okay.
Is to constantly try to find ways and remedies for him to get himself in a better place. I'm such an ass, Terry.
You are.
You know, I didn't know I truly felt like this.
I know.
Now, why should I, an ass, a self-proclaimed ass by this man, give him $15,000 for the surgery, Terry?
Well, because you're an ass.
I must be stupid. I must be a stupid ass. If he really believes that.
What's also interesting, though, is that, I mean,
Thank
were
you,
we
Terry.
holding a gun to your head?
Thank you, Terry. I really appreciate you saying that.
Oh, you're the one who said it, not me.
You said it, Gay.
appreciate that.
I
He's the
said
one
it.
who
We put you
you
through
said
crap.
it.
I picked up on you saying in all seriousness that we put you through crap all the time. All the crap you have to put up with on this show, you've never had to put up with anything.
No, because I'm nobody. I'm just a freaking caller. Thank you.
And here he goes.
He's missing the point a little bit, I think.
He's always good at turning it on.
On us.
Right.
Always.
Oh, what did I say? I better call back and apologize.
I'm just a freaking caller.
Thanks, Terry.
That's what he's making it seem like we are. Just a friggin' bad group of people to him.
He said you don't know the crap they put me through.
Right. You don't know the crap we put
Right.
him through.
Absolutely
Right.
said that.
And then he's saying, "Oh, thanks a lot, Terry. Thanks." Like I did something. I'm not the one who said it.
I can't believe it. After all these years, I thought we were friends with him, Terry. But really, he sees us just like he sees Pappy, except he talks to us.
Wow.
That's the only difference between his perspective on us and Pappy Pepperson, Terry.
Yeah. I guess
He doesn't
so.
talk to Pappy Pepperson. He talks to us, but he has the same contempt.
If Pappy was loaded, he'd talk to him.
What if Pappy made a donation if he'd accept it?
He probably would. He accepts it from me, and I'm an ass.
Yeah, well, true. Good point.
I mean, I can't believe after all these years it's not butter.
I'm glad I know where I stand, Terry.
Yep.
And I can't lie and say I'm not hurt. But I'll get over it. You know what? I'm over it. I did.
Yeah, how about the Seahawks? Are you excited?
Huh?
Do I now?
Yes.
Yeah, well, you should, find more enemies to donate then. If mean people are the ones that give you money.
Jeez. The T-Man. Shelly Hart.
Yeah. So many text pages for gayest, Terry.
Oh.
I mean, don't they know they can just call them directly at 903-6969?
Well, now they do.
And leave our text page line alone with
I
their
know.
comments?
Yeah.
Some very harsh comments here at times, Terry. 9:36 and 28 seconds. Somebody writes, "Gay makes me sick. I served our country, and I'm a disabled veteran. Why should we help him?"
Ooh.
A good, solid question that I don't have the
Yes.
answer to.
Gay would probably come out and say he's done a bigger service than anyone who can go overseas and serve our country.
Yes.
I don't know how he would try to justify that, but he would make an attempt, Terry.
The vet has served our country. He's just served other men.
9:34 and 23 seconds. Gayest, how am I supposed to donate to you? Why don't you just stop stuffing your face with cupcakes and man cream, and then I'll consider it.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
Cupcakes and man cream. You see that on a table together all the time, don't you?
Oh, all the time.
I'll take a pass.
Stop stuffing your face with cupcakes and man cream.
Jeez.
Yeah, you can reach him directly at 903-6969. In the 206 area code? Yes.
He loves it, though.
He does.
9:32 and 37 seconds. T-Man, could you be an ass? T-Man, you can be an ass to me for $15,000.
Wow.
And I won't cry either.
Nice.
Pretty sure most people wouldn't.
Yeah.
9:31 and 31 seconds. I will send him a donation when he stops milking the Hershey Highway.
Nice.
9:30 and 54 seconds. T-Man, I think you're an asshole too. Could I have some money? 9:29 and 37 seconds. Terry, you need to call me. You left your wizard sleeve and your granny panties at my house. Signed, Justin.
Oh, damn it. Justin. Shh.
Working it like that with Justin these days?
Well,
I thought Justin loved you. He was
Getting a tad
well,
filled with a little bit of animosity since you've ignored him all this
right.
time,
I
Terry.
guess so.
He will not be ignored.
I guess not.
T-Man, read this. Lard Bud is only nice when he wants something from you. Otherwise, he is filled with hatred towards you if you're not being able to see through it. That is the reality. Well, I'm seeing through it for the first time, Terry, and I'm deeply hurt. Mm-hmm. Do you feel the deep hurt?
I do.
That I feel right now, Terry? Can you feel it through me?
Yes.
Okay.
So Lard Bud is gay phone operator.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want to make sure it's not me or someone else.
Oh, jeez.
Well, the other lard bud is
Right.
gone.
9:23 and 0 seconds. If Gay would stop swallowing man juice, it would be a lower protein diet for him, and he wouldn't be so fat.
Probably the least of his concerns.
Yes, I think a lessening of his protein intake. Just nasty. Anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's not even go there.
Mm-hmm.
He drinks a nice little Jim Fast for lunch.
How is Jim Fast these days?
He's fantastic. A sensible dinner.
Yeah. All right, Terry, you want to give me a final story? I can't end like this. What else do you got? What else do you have? One more quick little ditty.
For some reason, I'm on the whole prostitution thing because I have a story about a former professor.
Yes.
Who actually was a prostitute out of her home as well, okay? She was charging a mere $300 an hourly rate. She was an assistant professor of sociology and anthropology at the University of Maryland in Baltimore County.
I think I just actually heard Terry queef from eating her bear claw tonight.
Wow. Apparently she has a website.
Yes, I'm not even listening.
Well, then why ask?
9:15 in 19 seconds. Somebody writes Puck Pittsburgh.
Wow. Okay.
Puck Pittsburgh, Terry. You familiar with Mr. Pittsburgh?
I am.
Yes. Oh, the list goes on and on here, Terry. I can't even make heads or tails out of it.
Mostly torturing gay phone operators?
More or less.
Yeah. Well, he's got $20, man. He's off to a great start.
No call from Stephen Kilbreath today, by the way?
None. No check-in.
So busy attending to his fatherly duties, he couldn't check in.
I guess so.
And Kendall keeps emailing me on MySpace wondering why we don't call her anymore, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, why don't we? Oh, yeah, the obvious reasons? Okay, yeah. Terry loves that one.
Oh, yeah.
She loves when we make fun of Ken Doll. Yes.
Terry hates somebody younger with big, real boobs.
Yeah, how about Steven not checking in this morning?
How dare he?
What kind of maternity leave is he on? You always checked in, Terry.
I know I did.
Lord. All right, he'll check in twice tomorrow? Okay, good.
The team.